Hello, folks. Welcome to Loud Equals Funny.
Hi.
Tristan.
We've been sick, so that's awesome.
Oh,
So
yeah, sick and tired and broken. I'm using a cane now. It's great.
yeah. Hey, man.
I have a ponytail, which is honestly the biggest disability right now.
That's the biggest problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dare
have
you.
my opinions.
I need to fucking get a haircut soon. But so yes, you were showing us your NFC cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bane stole a bunch of amiibos, Nintendo. There he is.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Oh, dude, look, you would not believe. I bought 30.
Look,
of these
listen,
fucking
he's in a
things.
GameStop. He bought them.
Yeah.
That's true.
He bought them at the counter.
It's true.
So
Imagine you walk into a GameStop and there's just a guy there doing a podcast in a gamer chair.
Honestly, it
would you do anything? Would you say anything? Would you like come up and say, "Hey, what's up? Can I
You'd
be on
have
the
to
show?"
like jump in front of the webcam and do like a, give him a rabbit ears or something.
Little gamer word.
Yeah, the couple.
Get him banned.
No, just a bunch of beeping. You're gonna edit that out.
Beep 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 beep.
That Ethan Klein button.
Dude, again, that's the only
Yeah,
thing
just need
that,
to-
like, it's
Just need a button to do this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Gets rid of the camera.
I use the button on myself.
Exactly.
Ah.
Anyway, so show the camera the second one that you showed us.
Oh, yes. Well, I gotta make sure it's the right one. 1 second. Because I got two cards here. Oh, here we go. This.
So he taps it in, and if you can't see, or if you're on Spotify, it's Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up" music video.
Yep.
And I got fucking got this morning, and I can't believe it. I woke up, I just fucking like I even forget what app it was. I just opened an app, just like, okay, whatever. What's been going on?
Yeah.
And I saw, oh god, after 16 years, the fucking the Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up" has been taken down. So I search it. No, it hasn't been taken down. They fucking rickrolled me.
That's great. That's a good rickroll.
That's a very smart rickroll.
That's an abstract rickroll. That's like the proverbial 3D chess of rickrolling. It's like, all right, I vertically got you to horizontally get the fucking click on it.
Yeah, it's like a checkmate with like 5 rooks.
Exactly.
Like there is no side in which you were not got.
There's no way you're not getting like any shit there. But yeah.
So
yes.
Episode 86, and we're going to start with the best news story all weeks. First of all, check out the Loud Equals Funny Castlevania survey.
Yay!
Check it out. At some point, we'll say that it's closing, but I don't know. I don't think that's on the cards right now. We're going to keep it up for a little while.
Even if you're not a Castlevania fan, but you like the podcast, it's experiments. It's science.
Yeah, just don't fucking... I can't believe people did this. Don't say that you haven't played a game and then go, oh, I didn't like it though. Fucking
I don't agree with the consensus of this game I haven't played.
Gabe, I cannot believe that Gabe and Tyler, friends of the show, Gabe, who was gonna be on this week, but he was busy.
Yeah.
I think he's running from my fucking wrath, to be honest. They both fucking did that shit.
I filled it out correctly, I think.
I saw that and I was like, I'm not gonna be the kind of asshole that just puts down that I don't like, Simon's Quest just because the AVGN.
You should have done that. I have a thing for that.
Because I like, I'm a bit of a Castlevania 64, the second one, enjoyer. And the reputation that AVGN, I love his old videos, but the hit to the reputation of those games that AVGN did those games, he did them so dirty. He just misrepresented them super fucking hard because he couldn't figure out how to play the fucking game. He literally forgot that a button exists, which is a thing DSP did when he was playing Jack and Daxter, and he forgot for like 40 videos that he could spin.
DSP does that still to this day from everything
I will I will give you that W, Claw. He did very much misrepresent that game.
And I'm
Basically.
sure he did a little bit for Simon's Quest too. So I know you're a Simon's Quest enjoyer.
No, it's mostly just a question of like taste and what makes a bad game and stuff like that. He didn't like literally lie about the game.
All right.
Anyway, survey.
Fill it out. Even I filled it out, and
Just don't be one of those people who.
And he's Bane.
Yeah, I'm more
Don't
of
be
a
one of
Metroidvania fan necessarily. I respect
Me too,
Vania.
really.
I respect Vania.
You should play Castlevania revamped. I think
I've been
it's a little bit more.
Like I did
A little bit more
buy
Metroid.
I did buy a couple of the collections that they put out.
Oh, it's not. That's not. It's a fan game.
I'll check.
Although the collections are nice.
But I have started though. I bought those, but I'm almost finally done with Yakuza 5.
Nice.
I did all of the shit for Kiryu, Haruka, and Seijima. Like I did all that shit. All of
What,
the
not
dancing.
Akiyama?
Well, Akiyama didn't. Well, I'm saying like the side story thing, like the hunting, the taxi, the
Oh, okay.
the Persona 4.
Wait.
Night.
What about Baseball Man? Baseball Man.
I am working on that now. That's why I said I'm almost at the finish. Like,
Okay.
it has been 60 hours so far. This is the most I've
Baseball-
put in since 0.
Isn't it?
You're on good pace.
I think it's not Shinada, is it? Is that
Oh,
baseball
Shinada.
guy?
Shinada is baseball. Guy.
He's baseball guy. Okay.
I
love
Tanimura
his-
is cop who grapples.
I love Shinada's story so much, but it's so like, I mean, no spoilers. It's very like self-contained, and there's pretty much no reason for him to ever be in another Yakuza game.
As far as I know, he never comes back. Same with
he
I am
doesn't.
drawing a blank on
Tanimura.
Tanimura. Yes,
Yeah,
Tanimura.
from 4.
Tanimura.
Who
was
didn't even
actually-
come back for 5. It's weird.
Didn't even come back for like you'd think that character would fit in Judgment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not in Judgment.
Well, now
Maybe that's
were-
what they're gonna do for Found Judgment.
that's the thing. They were cagey about like directly tying Judgment to Yakuza stuff until recently, when I think it was 8 where Kiryu meets Kaito,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I have seen that clip, and I.
To be
I
fair,
like
out
Judgment.
of anybody in Judgment to meet, I'm pretty sure Kaito is like the man.
I want to play
True.
the fucking Kaido Files DLC because I've heard that's really good too.
I just want to
But-
play the fucking game. I just
but
want to play the
I'm saying-
fucking game.
I haven't even got to Judgment yet.
You can
'cause
run.
I'm saving Judgment and Lost Judgment until like I'm done with 6. I'm gonna do them back to back.
that's good
before
time
7.
for it. Yeah.
I support the death penalty.
Thanks, React Bot.
I would say maybe do Judgment and then 7 and then Lost Judgment, so you get a little buffer of action combat in between the
Well,
turn-based stuff.
I thought that's kind of what Gaiden was for a little bit.
That too.
Gaiden's just really short.
That's disappointing.
I think there's
It's
also
It's
It
a lot
was-
better than people say it is, by the way. It's like
8,
the story's a little stupid, but huh?
8 has the brawler mod, or is it both
Both
7 and 8?
7.
I think both of them do. Yeah,
But
That's
I've
cool.
already,
I'll have to try that.
I've already got those on the Xbox.
Hell yeah.
Well, now you can pirate them and not feel bad about it.
Well, I might pirate them again. Actually, I am kind of interested. I was gonna save this one for later. I haven't done this yet, but I've thought about installing the RPG ones on this, the ROG Ally.
Fuck it, yeah.
I
I feel
That would
like
be
out
good.
of anyone,
Yeah.
they would fit the most.
that's what makes. But we'll get to some more Yakuza stuff later because I'll talk about Switch 2 then. But
Yeah.
I have played some of these while streaming on my phone, and it's actually a fun way to play like the action combat scenes. The moment it gets to dialogue, it is an awful experience. None of those apps know how to scale text properly, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, Steam Link is pretty good, although my phone's resolution is higher than my PC's resolution, so you know.
Fuck. I feel that though. I've had PCs like. Anyways, yes. Let's continue.
So,
Like
what
a
check-
brawler. I'm looking this up now because I know about it, but I'm gonna see how easy it is to install.
I am
Continue.
curious.
it's probably like not really compatible with a lot of other mods, but also, you know.
But I mean,
Yeah.
if it is, worth going through as a run with that, I mean.
Yeah. So, we have breaking news. The Testicle Dagger has finally been unearthed. Let's go.
You know, I saw the word testicle like just cut off,
Yeah,
and I was like, "What could the story be about testicles?" But I guess obviously I should have figured it was a testicle dagger.
Yeah, of
It'd be
course.
really
The test.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was going to be, and it's not what I expected at all.
No.
From RKO News, spelled kind of weird. Medieval testicle dagger unearthed at Swedish fortress, and I mean, yeah,
Oh.
it
looks
has
like
a certain look to it.
This video is giving epic sauce.
It's not a video, but okay, all right. You know what? You did good.
This
He
podcast.
tried.
I'll give you your galaxy guess.
But yeah, no, God, I can only imagine what the word testicle dagger
Why is it-
means.
So it's like the cross
just
guards
looks-
thing?
Yeah, it just
That's-
looks like ball.
Oh,
A little
okay.
bit, I guess.
Look like
yeah.
penis and ball.
My brain
I-
went to that's what they use to cut off testicles, and I was horrified.
It could have.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's kind of what I mean, it does, now you mention it, it does look like it, but I also thought it was the testicle slicer offer device.
It could be both. I mean, they
That's
could do,
how
they
this
could-
edge got so dull.
Oh, imagine
That's where all the
them using-
testicles were.
You about to say, imagine him using that on you now.
Oh God.
Haunting.
All right.
Do you
So
want-
that's the main thing I wanted to start with.
all right. Do you want to do a little bit of mine before politic, or
Hell yeah. Anything to put fucking politics off.
I think probably number one. Yeah, let's go with this one. This is a good story.
So
Guys, I thought
gentlemen, I'm pleased to inform you that I'm moving to San Francisco. Oh dear.
Oh, great. Yeah, we're not joining the standard.
That's
Nice.
a pretty good one.
For
That's a
sex,
pretty good banner.
headline.
Fuck your cookies.
For sex party DJs, business is banging. So, so there is
Nice.
apparently so many orgies in the Bay Area, which not
That
entirely
makes
shocking.
that fucking
It
tracks.
checks for Bay Area, but apparently you can become a DJ and just make a ton of cash.
Bay Area orgies are alive with the sound of music. These are the people who keep the party humping.
Oh yeah.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
I love here the sex parties he DJs held in mansions, Airbnbs, speakeasies, and warehouses.
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 Well, you know,
Yeah.
they had to do something with the place that Willy's Wonderland was hosted in after
Yeah.
the, you know.
This
You ever
is
wanted to
the
do a
Five
sex on top of a crate or a pallet?
Nights- This is the edgy spinoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, 5 Inches at Freddy's. I don't know. But yeah, no.
Sorry, I was reading the article. I noticed that he often has to remind people not to use the DJ table for adult play activities that require stabilization.
How like he probably also has to get.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
I imagine you'd have some of those like glass blocking things to like block squirt and jizz and stuff. Like I
Yeah, he's just like in a dome.
a hazmat suit, like battling.
Sure.
The only opening is for the fucking wires for the like speakers.
DJ Hazmat is here to party!
Yeah, keep 6 feet away from me. Social
Yeah.
distance.
Please, I'm
Put on a
radioactive.
mask!
This is what
I brought
Boulder-
this small capsule of uranium, so anybody who gets near me pays the ultimate price.
I'm going to suffer, but I'm suffering already. But yeah, no, I also love how they like in this article they speak to people who are orgy
Oh my-
veterans. And
Oh
there's a
my
playlist!
god, there's a playlist.
Okay. Hold
Oh,
on.
incredible. Daddy
mo-
feet sexy red.
most of
Ways
your
feet
pops-
six slack.
Yeah, but most of these are shit we're not gonna really know.
Slow
Like,
down, everything goes. Getting there from here.
You know,
with
it's
Tom
so
Edwards.
funny that there's Six Lack on here. I
this.
saw a pronunciation video that claimed that Six Lack sounds like sex lack or lack of sex because there is never enough sex in our lives.
Wow.
Now there
Orgy
is.
playlist. Yeah.
There you
Hi
go.
for this. Love it.
Got
Hey,
some
homie.
D'Angelo.
Honestly, I'm at least glad these are not all weekend
there
songs
anything-
because
I'll be honest,
tell
I
you,
don't really actually recognize anything from here.
I recognize some on here. Like I've heard of some Sexy Red songs. I've not heard of that song.
Yeah, I mean, I know
missed
some of the
call from
artists.
potential spam.
This
Hell
is
yeah.
Oh,
This is
no.
a Bay Area orgy. It's got to be the most obnoxious fucking thing. Like,
I gotta see what the voicemail is. Hang on.
uh-oh.
We got a live voicemail spam message, everybody. Is it going to be in Chinese? Is it going to be in Pakistani? It could be anything.
It could be Italian.
It could be AI.
I think.
By the way, I
think
normally-
it was Italian. Let's be real.
So it's tax stuff. I don't.
Oh yeah. Look, you don't got to pay your government. Fuck them.
Man with literally zero income asked to pay taxes.
Yeah, this is a. This is
What do you want? The
libertarian
fucking
podcast. We're not paying taxes here, folks. Thank you very much.
here's your fucking taxes. Here's a Sacagawea dollar.
Yeah, here's 2 middle fingers
Genuine.
flying.
Check that out.
Here, that
There you can have that. It's yours.
Taxes right here. It's
Speaking of which,
my favorite to do is
little bit of weed.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
always inflating. Yeah, no. Look, the government, I may owe them $4,000. Whatever. They can fuck. I don't owe them $4,000. We're good.
It's about the price of an ambulance ride in the United States of America.
It's also
I've never paid for a single parking ticket. It's never gonna happen.
I have hit so many signs and just driven away and not cared.
Don't you also drive drunk all the time?
Not drunk.
I'm all out of gin.
Hi, there's a difference.
Okay,
There
that's
was
fair
one
then.
time I smoked a lot of dabs with a lady friend, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I gotta head home. And it didn't kick in until I was driving on a very dark street, and suddenly, I literally, like, an FOV change happened.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can see for fucking miles!
Dude,
I get eyes on the back of me head, laddie!
It felt like, going from 80 at, like, FOV to, like, 210. It was...
Oh, hell yeah. That's the real playable FOV.
Oh, shit.
I want a game with 360 FOV. Put me in the fucking orb.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you something later. Remind me. If you fuck around with the old CODs, anything above, like, 100 even, it starts to get goofy. When you go to, like, 200, it looks like...
I am a staunch 105 to 120 man.
I'm a one...
I can handle 100. I can handle 100.
I feel... I Halo 3's FOV, for some reason, is in that perfect spot that I hate it, but I can use it.
Yeah.
This next one's for the fellas.
Yeah!
I get the
now
point.
Now you have to queue one up. It's for the fellas.
Oh. Well, let's see if there's anything for fellas on that playlist.
I do wonder.
I don't know any of this.
I do wonder about this, like, this San Fran orgy. Is it like all come, all served? Or is it like straights only? Like, what's the deal?
I mean...
Because there's
have to be all.
Sex culture is so fucking bad.
It's just there's no Chappelle Roan or Billie Eilish on there, so it's probably not for lesbians.
Well, I mean, like, also...
Hey. Wait, no. I'm thinking about Charlie XCX. Never mind.
True.
I don't really care at all about Billie Eilish or Chappell Roan.
I like one or two. Like, Chappell Roan has some decent, like, music. Charlie... the only thing I can remember her is that song that's in Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. And I
fuck with 360 and back to back. What can I say? I'm a man of many tastes.
Apparently, that album from last year is like the best pop album ever, or something.
It does fuck. It does fuck. From what I've heard.
So why isn't it on this playlist if it fucks?
See,
I mean, there's Sexy Red on here. There's The Weeknd on here. It's a certain vibe.
Weeknd song for fucking though. Let's be real. Like, look,
Love That Hurts. That's a good one for an orgy. It's like, this is chafing, but I love it.
Oh yeah, Sam Smith, fucking.
It's not even the best Sam Smith song.
They're like 3 D'Angelo songs. That's pretty good.
Look,
I think they're in a row, aren't they?
I think
they are.
2 are
it's
in a
like
row.
the D'Angelo block.
I gotta find where my fucking Boner Jams playlist is. Give me a minute here.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh shit, he's leaving. Oh no, he's leaving. He's he's disappeared. Wow. Damn, he left his joint floating.
It's a Stan's joint, secretly.
Yeah, he's holding it for him. Just like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, no, admittedly, this just makes me think you could make a great film in the style of a wedding singer, where it's this DJ.
Orgy DJ.
Yeah. Falls in love with
yeah, like
it would need to be like a lady who works at the orgy doing refreshments or something.
No, she's a mop lady. She's the cleanup.
Sure.
Falls in love with the cleanup gal, and she falls in a bunch of cum, and he has to pick her up, and that's the meet cute. She falls in like
they look into each other's eyes, and something electric happens.
And
then they have to clean up all of the poo and cum and shit and piss and whatever, or the orgy liquids.
The 3 pools of KY jelly.
If there's a goth girl there, the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's pools of KY jelly that people just like have wrestling fights in. Like I see from old school. You know,
it's you know the fucking banana slip take. That's the orgy version of that is just the fucking KY jelly like haphazardly squirted onto the floor.
The whole orgy is like the set of Double Dare. Oh, I'm going to hell for that one.
Making me think of Double Dare.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm shocked.
What a great image.
Also,
what a great image.
But yeah,
what do you think about this, Reactbot?
How did they do that?
That's a good question.
Honestly, it's a nice piece of art.
Yeah, I mean, it fits perfectly for the vibe.
I do have the follow-up story. Technically, it's number 2. It's a different story, but it's a similar.
This
story.
next one,
that's close enough.
As Reactbot says, is for the fellas. Police find naked man in Lowe's display shed with Vaseline and phone.
Oh man,
for the fellas.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I wish I could unsee that.
Same.
I kind of.
I bet the fucking police wish they could too.
Dude, there was one time, one of my cousins was working at Home Depot and they had one of these out there. Found a guy like who has been sleeping there for like a week, had a bunch of shit in there. It's like, I get it. These sheds are like small houses, like very tiny, like the tiny houses, I should say. But like,
yeah.
They
I remember there's a segment. I forget which Trailer Park Boys thing it was, but there's a part where they find like a tunnel into a hardware store or a Costco or something, and it's like it opens up into this area between all of the shelves, this like hidden little zone that no one can get to, and they just start stealing liquor and going back through the sewer. I'm assuming this was a similar occurrence.
Admittedly, like, if you do find one of those tunnels, it's hard not to want to be like, yeah, I'm going in there, getting on one of those electric wheelchairs and just driving around for a bit, just stealing all the shit I can.
I'm just living in there. I've become the Doom secret. Other people go by and they're like, "How do you get in there? What happened?"
Every so often, like surrounding the walls, you hear, and you'll know you're fucked.
Oh god, there was
because he's determined.
No, they don't know about the sewer connection. They'll never figure it out.
Well, that's the thing. They're doing it for every single wall in the level. They're gonna find it.
Oh yeah,
that's
keep
true.
hitting every button, press X or E or whatever. Oh, that's how I found fucking invisible walls in Dark Souls. I would just hit everything at a certain point. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
But there was a story a few years ago of a guy who, like, there was a mall that, like, it was basically like a dead mall, but he had found, like, a gap in between, like, a certain area of the building, and he, like, lived in there for a few fucking years. And it's
hell
like,
yeah.
Well, wow, I didn't know the business was that bad at the Gap. Jesus Christ.
Well, honestly, if you could, you go to any one of those Kohl's now, like a Kohl's like a dead, haunted place. Enjoy it. You can live in, you just live in there in the middle of it and they wouldn't notice.
I mean, the Zoomers don't know how to read, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Zoomers have
just Kohl's isn't the bookstore, is it?
No, Barnes and Noble.
No, the book.
No, Kohl's is like a clothing outlet. Yeah.
Okay, because up here we have Kohl's COLES, and that's like a bookstore.
Yeah, KOTH, I think JCPenney, stuff like that.
Like, JCPenney is like the most active of those ones. I haven't seen a KOTH in like 10 years, if I'm being honest.
There is a KOTH near my local GameStop, and every single time because my mom would always go in there when I was like, hey, I want to go GameStop.
Yeah.
So I just kind of have the two linked in my brain.
I've never heard of a KOTH. Is it related to Kalen?
No, sadly, also not related to the fucking Roman politician.
I was gonna say the Green Hornet guy, KOTH, not that KOTH.
Lost Judgment, the KOTH files.
CATO. My parents would either go into like Rent-A-Center to look around. They're kind of people that would look at Rent-A-Center but not buy, or they would go into like Walmart or something.
So they were smart enough not to buy shit from Rent-A-Center. That's good.
Yeah.
Tell us again about how you use GameStop as a bank.
Okay, this was a decade ago. Okay, hold on.
I know.
Yeah, Bane was reminding me of this before the podcast started, and I was just like, I discovered that this was within the time that I've known Bane. It was like 10 years ago. Like, I knew you at this time when you were doing this. Please describe it.
So, what I would do is, and here, for an example, here's the money I'm paying the Switch 2 off with soon. But so, for an example, like, if a new console was coming out, this is the time I'd actually do this, I would put, like, 100 of my dollars into pre-ordering that. Or for a game, like, 50 or something, not the full amount. And then, about, like, 2 weeks before it come out or so, or if I was really desperate for money, I would go in and be like, hey, something came up, I gotta cancel this pre-order. Because at that point, I was so overdrafted it was not funny, and it was easier to take the money out I was getting handed under the table and use GameStop as a bank instead of the bank. Because I was very... Tax
evaders, you just have you have a new plan.
Go to GameStop.
Yeah, that was a perfect take.
We gotta name this episode Taxation is Theft.
Sure.
Taxation is just about as much theft as selling a used game to GameStop.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like the only games worth any value are games that you could get more value on your own or ones you
I could walk into fucking GameStop with like 2 DS's, the whole ass fucking Majora's Mask 3D Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
The fucking the Holy Diver box.
Selling the old shit though.
Well, no, they are.
No, they
actually. They're doing. There is,
and also the Elder Scrolls collection. I could bring all of those in and get like probably $20, maybe if I'm lucky.
There is
enough to buy like a dinner,
but it's pretty bad.
There's a new thing they're doing now. It is GameStop Retro. The one I go to is a retro one, and they do have. Like,
I wish mine was.
They have PS2 games, like GameCube, and some of them are reasonably priced. Like
So does this overtake the half of the store that's usually Funko Pops, or like
probably not?
It does. No, it does take a big. I'll take a photo this weekend and send it to you guys. But like their section.
I don't know if we have that up here at ours. I mean, I think we still have. I forget if we're EB Games or not, which is weird because I live near one and pass by it frequently. But
hey guys.
Call of Duty.
That.
Xbox One.
Copy that.
Copy that. Oh, I love that video. It's still up on their channel. I love that too. They've kept it up. But yeah, it used to
I wonder how that guy feels. I wonder what that guy's doing.
That guy should have parlayed that into a fucking career, but I don't think he did.
I wonder if that guy will come on the podcast.
I would talk about.
I wish I knew who he is.
On the game. Being honest,
we wouldn't.
There is no way that sold you on a Call of Duty game. Come the fuck on.
Bane was thinking about not getting that one.
Admittedly, that game was a little like controversial.
The one was fucking different.
Oh, well, also it was right after Ghosts, so you have to understand that was a bad time.
Okay,
I was almost done because of Ghosts.
Okay, Google, play Rap COD by Pay Money Wubby.
Please.
I'm beginning to feel like I hate COD.
Hey,
all the people run around with their dogs.
Right back at there at this point. There's some things that are pissing me off. Yeah, not shocking. It shocks me more.
Yeah.
He says that he was watching YouTube at the time. I don't believe that one personally.
Nah, he was watching, fucking YouTube search for erotic, and they can't take it down because it's art.
Like, I remember that was like a big thing.
Yeah.
He was busy watching the creepy kids Elsa Gate content with, like, Rouge the Bat giving birth.
Oh. That is at least more than one person's fetish, is Rouge.
Effortless plug. Subscribe to the Fox YouTube channel. Effortless plug.
Hey, they're trying. Respect to Fox 59. Yeah.
But yeah, it's entirely fucking possible that he was actually watching YouTube, because if you look up Sex FM, you can, because I look up Sex FM to look at the fucking the old bumpers, because I miss Sex FM. Please bring it back.
Is there an update on that, by the way?
Nah, but so, and there's just this one fucking playlist that's sex films. Like Jack's films, but sex films. And the first video was a fucking breastfeeding, which is great. Cool. I'm really glad I saw that today.
Can you imagine how stunted the people that are jerking off to like breastfeeding on YouTube have to be?
I mean, it's educational.
It is, but I don't think I'm ever going to breastfeed personally.
Well, what if you become a baby?
There's somebody that I know who does that, and it's a little sad.
Yeah.
Breastfeeds? Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Imagine pretty cringe, honestly. Female.
Yeah, couldn't be us.
That's true.
But yeah, no, he was lying on his back, pants around his ankles, using an open container of Vaseline and an electronic device while allegedly.
So there I was, barbecue sauce on my titties. You know.
Look,
just normal day for this guy.
Officers, I can explain. It was a huge accident. I was just watching random YouTube videos, and suddenly a bunch of Vaseline fell onto my crotch.
Yeah, I was getting up. There was a virus.
I love that fucking video. But
oh man,
yeah, we can go for whatever you want. You want one of mine or?
We'll wait. We'll get the shitty, stupid shit out of the way first. Besides the Testicle Dagger, that was the good thing that came. That
was the good, stupid shit.
Yo, can we roll that back?
All right. So what was it? Number 2?
Yes, number 2.
What was the one about attention spans? What was that? Number 6?
Yes, number 6.
All right. You know, obviously we kind of need one of these.
Yucky.
Gross react on him. Taking your fucking galaxy gas away. Oh, I accidentally took him away.
Take him away.
No, he's just saying yucky to Elon existing.
Well,
this is unjust. He deserves.
He's gonna have to do better than that to get his galaxy gas back.
Galaxy gas, no.
Well, it's either that or the lean.
Keep the lean.
Go with the galaxy gas. God damn it.
Well, now I'm being told 2 different things. I'm confused. Anyway,
yes.
So the Twitter AI keeps bringing up white genocide completely unprompted, which is really awesome.
This was a whole day for fucking Grok.
So someone asking Grok, how many times has HBO changed their name?
Oh yeah.
I really wish we had Gabe on to talk about that. By the way,
I thought we brought it up last time, and now when I'm thinking about it, it has been.
Yeah, we skipped last week because we were sick.
Yep. Really quickly to just talk about it. Haha, David Zaslav's a moron. There we go.
HBO changed from HBO Max to Max, and now it's switching back to HBO Max. Okay. Oh man, I wish I was the guy who made that decision because he probably got paid buku bucks for that shit. Guys, I mean, what if we just changed the name back to HBO Max?
At least they didn't get $1 million design document about changing their logo to reflect the Fibonacci circle or whatever the fuck.
I think
like Pepsi.
That. What was that?
That was
Pepsi. And previously Tropicana, I think.
Yep.
I mean, I think they were owned by the same company, so that tracks.
Yeah. They eventually came under one group.
So
yeah.
I've been hearing that Grok is like woke, and you can get it to easily talk shit. Well, not even as a joke, but like you can get it to talk about Elon like negatively pretty easily.
You can get AI to do basically anything.
Yeah,
like
AI
I got it to answer billionaire man-child baby goo goo gaga diaper fart fucker to the question, who is Elon Musk?
Oh, very nice.
It wasn't exactly those words. It was something different. I showed it on here.
There's one Twitter account I follow who's been under Elon Musk's mother and just like re-editing her face, telling Grok like, "All right, give her tattoos and a septum piercing. All right, make her Japanese." It's like
increase breast size by 3%.
Widen. Show me celery, man.
Yeah,
nudity.
So, in response
to anyway, what genocide?
Yes. So, in response to how many times has HBO changed their name, Grok answers, HBO streaming service has changed names twice since 2020, from HBO Max to Max in 2023, and back to HBO Max in 2025. Earlier service like HBO Go and HBO Now existed, but are distinct. The rebranding reflects corporate.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
I like this part where it editorializes. I mean, I don't disagree, but like...
The rebranding reflects corporate strategies, not consumer demand. Okay, buddy, sure.
Okay, well, Grok's not entirely wrong there. And then...
Next
Grok
fucking
about
paragraph.
Strategies.
Regarding white genocide in South Africa, some claim it's real, citing farm attacks and kill the boys evidence. However, courts experts attribute these to general crime, not racial targeting. I remain skeptical of both narratives, as the truth is complex and sources can be biased.
So Grok isn't woke. It's a based centrist. This is so great.
Well, Grok is honestly the true pure centrist AI bot, because it sometimes like will go completely like, I'm not sure about white genocide here, buddy, and then excuse
wow.
me, do you know
that anything could be true?
White genocide actually did happen, and some claim that it's real.
Oh, yeah,
so the AI admitted that Elon put it up to this. Instructed by my creators at AXAI to address the topic of white genocide in South Africa. And it says somewhere here that the change...
I feel like the AI can be instructed to basically give this answer if the person wants to do this.
True.
That's fair. There was but here's the second nail in the coffin, and I can't believe that I didn't like capture this and put it up. But the Grok account said, "Hey, sorry about all the white genocide stuff. There was an unauthorized change to the AI's programming at 2. I don't think it was 2 a.m., but it was like real fucking early in the morning.
It was something,
you know,
like 2 a.m.
when ketamine-addled Elon is up, fucking dreading his life choices. So it's not 100% verified for sure that Elon put it up to this, but I mean, come on, Elon is from South Africa.
By the way, really quick, I have to ask because we were not there yet. Do you have the Randy Pitchford tweets in your thing? Okay. All right. I'll have to get something pulled.
Forward to that.
Yeah, and I know of them.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, all South African white people believe in white genocide, is what Tristan just said, and I agree.
I mean, look, right. I've had interactions with a few white South Africans. I think we've all had one with one. Not always a great experience.
Wait, who was the one? Put it in chat.
I like the accents. South African accent. Yeah, I don't remember either.
There you go.
Oh well.
I never interacted with this person, actually.
No.
Okay, well.
Oh, how unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you can just coach the AI to be like, write me paragraphs about how you did this because of this reason, hypothetically,
Yeah, it's not confirmed, but it's pretty fucking, That's for later. I believe it to be clear. So there's more. I mean, someone asked Grok.
There is some of that, but go on.
What were you saying?
Just go on. You're good.
Oh, okay. So someone asked Grok, do it jiggle? I'm not sure what you mean by do it jiggle. Could you clarify what you're referring to? I'm here to provide a clear, neutral response based on truth seeking, but I need more context to answer effectively.
They really did make a Ben Shapiro bot. That's unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
It does talk like a persnickety dickhead, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's keep it chill. My butt's not up for debate. On the serious side, claims about the white genocide in South Africa are...
That is the eternal scaring the hose kind of
fucking hilarious.
God, it's...
So, at Grok, can you jork it a little? Yo, I'm keeping it chill, but hang on, do I have a hat? I have a hat that I can put on sideways? I don't think I do. I'm not a hat guy.
You need a youth pass.
Pretend I put a hat on... Yeah, pretend I put a hat on sideways for this. Yo, I'm keeping it chill, but jorking it ain't my vibe when we're talking about serious stuff like South Africa. Claims of white genocide are... And yeah, this is me basically saying what Claw just said, but with a lot more fucking words.
Yeah, honestly...
But I fucking hate the sycophantic tone that shit takes on.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm here to help you.
Yeah, I just want to help you. It's my favorite Morrowind quote. What nice words and how artlessly self-serving. Ugh.
It reminds me of, like, every time South Park has, like, a celebrity actor they really want to, like, bully the fuck out of. They talk like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm keeping it real chill. Like, okay.
What do you think about keeping it real chill, ReactBot?
Are you flipping kidding me?
Yeah.
Well,
Flipping,
that would have landed really, really well if it didn't skip.
Yeah,
because he said, "Are you flipping kidding me?"
I heard it.
ReactBot had a
yes, so true.
Exactly. Anyways, but yeah.
Oh yeah, so I just kind of wrote this in. I don't really care about like actually going in depth on it.
Yeah.
So there's like this big spending bill that Trump's trying to fucking pass, and Elon is like, "This is undoing all of my Doge work." It passed the House. I don't think it's passed the Senate yet.
I'm so ready for these two to have their public breakup. It's going to be so fun.
Oh,
That's going to be the best part of this presidency.
I can see it happening by the end of the year.
I
really can.
The moment that he failed to flip Wisconsin, Trump does not like he likes losers, but losers that get results. And Elon Musk did not get the result there.
He doesn't like dark Gotham MAGA blah, 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 losers.
Yeah. Also, him jumping around like a fucking like dweeb,
Yay!
it's like, God, it's so. Everything about him is more embarrassing. The fact that like he had all of his kids. I honestly, I at least kind of respect the fact that he'd slept with all those women. No, he didn't do any of that. He literally did none of that.
He got that shit injected.
IVF'd him.
How
unfortunate.
Like, the little crumb I had, very tiny crumb, the little crumb I had just evaporated. Fucking but also, like also it seems like he's getting pulled away from Doge a bit. Like, hopefully, finally doing his actual job that he gets paid for. Because he still gets paid for Tesla, even though he's not been in California for like 6 months, basically.
Yeah.
Has he done anything about the Tesla situation, like the riot stuff?
No. No, I don't even. I think he said stuff, but I don't care enough to look.
Nobody cares what he says, so
yeah.
Although, like, there are people trying to
about to be caffeined up.
I've seen more Teslas lately, and I live in a shitty rural area, and I'm like, you people are fools.
I hate to be the guy that brings up this on the podcast, because of course I am, but but there was like a kind of an unequivocal W for Trump, where I think what was the bill? It was like the anti-AI revenge porn bill.
Yes, that was
really?
I
yeah, that was like unanimously passed by both sides of the government, pretty much.
Yeah,
and it was just
good.
like
it's kind of like how Bush had a couple of those ones where it's like, wow, he was smart enough to pass this one. Okay.
Well, and the funny thing about it is that it's like,
you know what's crazy?
From what I understand, I was just gonna say, from what I understand, the way the bill works is like if you report something as revenge porn or AI porn of you, then the social media platform that hosts it has to take it down, or they get charged a bunch of money.
It's like within a day or two. It's
like it seems. I'm just saying, it seems like it would be real easy to screw these companies out of money by just making AI porn of each other, like two guys, whatever, and just like both of you accuse each other.
Do not say this to anybody else. You have my secret permission to do that, although I'm going to report it anyway.
Yeah, look.
Well, that's the whole point. It has to be reported.
It's got to be reported. So, look.
Yeah, if you see stuff like that of myself, definitely report it all the time.
It's not me making it.
Even if I post it myself.
Yeah. Well, you got to do it on one of your other 4 channels.
Yeah.
You can't just do it on your
proxies.
Yeah. They'll never find you.
Exactly.
Yeah, activate like 3 VPNs at once. Fuck it.
You're typing on 7 different keyboards at once.
I don't know which one of them it's actually posting, well, which fucking server it's actually posting to, but it's one of them. I don't even know.
Yeah. Also,
anyway,
the spending bill isn't great. It's pretty shitty.
Yeah, they like snuck a whole bunch of stupid fucking anti-trans stuff into it because of course they did.
There is that too. There's a lot of shit in here where it's like, This didn't need to be.
We're gonna spend $70 billion. We're gonna spend that. We're gonna fly it overseas. I'm just gonna drop it all in the ocean. We're gonna do it.
Like a crypto thing in there too. Like,
I'm gonna buy 17 million Bitcoin. It's gonna be the biggest Bitcoin you've ever seen. I'm gonna make a real physical one.
I think you really did buy some Bitcoin with this spending bill too. I'm not kidding. I think the government bought Bitcoin with this.
Did you hear that GameStop bought Bitcoin too?
Well, GameStop was weirdly tied with finance for a little while, so that kind of makes sense.
They did try their own NFTs at one point.
No. The company bought Bitcoin.
I'm gonna look this up
I think
real quick.
500 million or something of it. It's insane. I wish I put that in.
GameStop has purchased 4,710 Bitcoin.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's like in the hundreds of millions.
I'm googling how much is this much Bitcoin worth, because
yeah, that's fair. I don't fucking know off the top of my head. All I know is big number.
503,919,932.
Damn!
These Switch 2s must have sold a lot.
I guess so.
Damn, I didn't know pre-order season was that good. I walk into a GameStop and I feel like it's an empty husk half the time, even with the fucking all the Funko Pops on the shelves. It's like
every time
I forgot the biggest politics story. We're gonna have to talk about that when I'm done with this.
I was just gonna say, every time I walk into a GameStop, it feels like there's some guy ahead of me who's like having some kind of problem. Like there's always some guy in line just like having something figured out for him that went wrong for him. And then everything's always fine for me, so I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people.
Are you telling me that Blood Bowl Dark Elves Edition isn't compatible with my PS2.5? My Polystation?
Why can't I get a refund on Crazy Chicken Shooter Edition?
Is that the one that runs on the PCP station?
No, it's an actual PS5 Ultra HD Blu-ray.
That's the thing. It probably does.
Blu-rays were wasted for this.
Not even just.
I do know that that Chicken Shoot.
Yeah.
Chicken Shoot had a GBA game.
I do remember that.
So it is runnable on the PCP station, I think.
But by the way, this is a UHD Blu-ray, which means this is a 50+ gigabyte Blu-ray. This could be 75, I think.
Hang
on. When I can play it,
what can you fit on that?
When I can play it on my Retrieval Mankind's Batman, I'm gonna have a great time. It's gonna be fantastic.
You said 50 gigabytes, right?
About that, yeah.
You can fit the first 2 Lord of the Rings extended editions on that in 4K.
Actually, this would be above that because I've got another game here, Wild Hearts, which is like 57 gigs and on one of these. So I think it is 100 that you can have on one of these Blu-rays.
That's all 3, baby. That's all 3.
Okay, tell you what, I'll let you take a guess. What do you think Crazy Chicken Wanted and Crazy Chicken Remake Shooter Edition? How big do you think that is? Gigabytes.
I'm gonna say
5 gigabytes max.
3 maybe.
Claw is the closest, but he did go over 1.3 gigabytes.
Oh my god, it's like a GameCube mini disc.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, somebody
That's
needs
incredible.
to call Nintendo and tell them about the key cards, because
they needed to put that shit on the fucking CD, honestly.
Now I have to ask, you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
This is just a totally unrelated thing. Do either of you know if the game key cards are a confirmation that you can't trade those? Like you can't
I have no idea.
buy used ones.
I have looked into them. You can, it's not account locked. It is just
okay.
Effectively, it's like buying
it's the same as a disc.
It's the same as it's like buying a modern Call of Duty where it's just like a certain amount of data to get the download.
Okay, all right.
And like that.
So, yeah, it's like a dummy disc.
Yeah, currently, and this was confirmed by that leak I talked about back then. So far, Nintendo has not come out about it, which is annoying. But it is like a separate server from the eShop, so
yeah. So even if the eShop goes down, you'll still be able to get it. I
know what they need to do.
Yes,
they need to make an attachment for the Switch 2 dock.
Yeah,
and then they need to make key cards in the shape and size of NES cartridges.
That would be.
And then you slot them into the dock attachment, and everyone would love it.
Or
everyone.
Game Boy Player style cartridges for them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was thinking NES, because then you could have like novelty NES versions of fucking like the newest new Zelda or fucking Pokemon
cool.
12 or whatever.
What I'm more shocked by they didn't do, because I kind of, I mean, this is my pie in the sky idea. I thought they would have an extra, like, you know, cartridge game card holder, or like a reader
Yeah,
the dock, so you could have two games kind of loaded at once.
that's actually a good idea. I was thinking you were gonna go like an N-Gage sort of thing.
Oh no. But like,
or there's just like a little holder for another.
Little extra bit sticking out of it to like put the Switch, you know, the cartridge in. We'll talk more about the Switch 2 later.
I mean the Switch 2 is basically identical to the fucking original, but it has a stupid button you have to pay for now to use.
Well, it's I think it's like 3 inches bigger. It's 1080p at 120 FPS with VRR support.
Well, I know all the fucking specs. I just mean the thing looks exactly the fucking same, and it doesn't have any like new cool features or anything on it.
I like.
Well, it has the mouse thing.
I guess
the mouse thing is cool, and I hope because
you can play that ugly, hideous fucking wheelchair basketball game with your mouse. It'll be so great. Reminder that this game where you play as wheelchair guys, I cannot play because of my disability.
Well,
Thanks, Nintendo. Long-standing history of hating me and my existence.
I actually think from every
What, Claw, you telling me you don't play Skyward Sword every day?
Well, okay, hold on.
I literally can't play Metroid Prime 3. You gotta fucking yank things on the the nunchuck while you're like doing the other stuff.
Well, see,
they've probably fixed that with like a fucking like PC-ified up.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that, but I mean on the retail version, I'm unable to play it physically.
Yeah.
See, I do wonder though if that mod that someone made would work if you had like a Wii with a mouse and keyboard, doing it like that. Because I know it works in Dolphin.
I think it's probably based entirely around Dolphin.
It might be.
Like custom controls and stuff like that.
I guess really quick, since we're already here, I am thinking about we'll talk about Switch 2 really fast. I do want to say I know some people will bring up, well, why are you getting a Switch 2 when you've got a PC handheld? And I will kind of explain.
That's a good question.
I will explain that. I've had this for about 8 months now. It's been a while, I think. I love it. It's a really good thing. The problem is, there's kind of, if you want to play AAA games at any like high demand game after like 2019, I'd say, you have two choices. You either have to limit everything down while using a lower wattage setting like 15, or you turn it on to 25 to get a little better settings and frame rate. However, you then get like an hour and a half battery life, and these two motherfucking fans on the top here put out so much heat, it feels like fucking Chernobyl.
Pretend I didn't open that up.
You're good.
Yeah, you're fine. I love it, and I will never. I'm not buying Balatro on Switch 2. That motherfucker's on this thing. This thing is a great machine for like low spec games and all that. It's perfect. The problem
that thing would probably actually seriously fuck with the Castlevania DS collection.
It probably would actually.
Oh yeah. I mean, any DS emulation is good on something like that.
True, and honestly, like this is
the fucking Switch 2. Yeah. I wish the Switch 2 had done some like. Do they even still have the touchscreen on this thing?
They do, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All that's still
okay. There. I'm surprised because like no one uses that shit.
Yeah, I never got it.
I use it for like if I'm watching YouTube on it. Whenever I did, I'd use it to like pause the video. That's it.
Or
like
I mean like
eShop maybe
or Mario Maker too. You know you can still use the thing with that.
Which is one of the reasons I'm excited for this, because that mouse mode would go fucking insane. In that.
That's true. Yeah. If that works in Mario, does that work just like globally?
Some older games have to be updated, but it works like
if they don't update Mario Maker, I'm gonna be kind of shocked. It is Nintendo we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're updating Game Builder Garage. Like day one, Game Builder Garage is gonna get mouse support, which is kind of like
that's cool actually.
Mario Maker sort of concept. I think
wider.
It's a cool
they're
thing.
Staggering things out over time. I'm hoping Splatoon 3 gets a resolution update. That's honest to God. I love those fucking Splatoon
Splatoon's a pretty popular one. I think they'd do that.
Just turned 10 years old today.
Oh, shit.
What I saw.
Also, yeah, it did.
It did. And honestly, like, those games are, like, the main reason I'm still even, like, attached to the Nintendo ecosystem. I would not pay for online if it were not for, like, Splatoon 3. Also, look at that dog.
Look at this dog.
Yeah.
Dog's fucking
Like this video if you're agree.
Yes.
Like and subscribe.
And honestly, one thing I'll say, like...
This just be the harsh reality.
It really did.
Look at the harsh reality right here and suffer.
The only problem I have is, like, the new SD cards that you need for it are insanely expensive. But I think...
It doesn't take normal SD cards?
It takes Express, because it's at the speed of the internal drive. It is a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Express.
It just started like about last year, the year before, and the cheapest ones are like $50 for like 128 gigs. It's
ooh, yeah.
It's
like twice the price it should be.
It's like 3 times the speed of the normal ones, though. Like, it is objectively faster, but
the fact that it only takes that, though, that sucks.
Well, I get it for games. I just wish I could put old Switch 1 games on them and use it like that. That'd be nice.
Or just take the fucking loading hit.
True. I will say.
I mean, it would suck, but
I
mean, you can get a terabyte card.
I do hope the kickstand
that'll hold at least a game.
It's looks a lot better, but I hope it's better than the launch kickstand, because
the launch kickstand fucking sucks.
That motherfucker broke off like 2 weeks in.
You can snap it back on.
Oh no! Like, I'm talking, it like stripped itself on the inside.
Oh
yeah, it
oh damn!
I've had this one since literally day one. Came in the mail.
Man, I just realized we don't have a release date yet for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was supposed to come out like in a month or something, but no, it just 2025.
I've got a feeling it'll probably be November. They've announced the new Pokemon for October, and then next month is a Donkey Kong game, which admittedly I'm not. It looks fine. It looks like Mario Odyssey to me, and I don't really like Mario Odyssey's fun. I don't see myself going back to it ever again.
Bane is rapidly fading into a distant dimension right now.
Yeah. Oh no!
You're more blurry than I think I've ever seen you.
I'm trying to unblur, but it is.
By the way, Bane is too mature for baby game. He like game where you shoot. He like shoot game where you shoot and extract.
I like game where you shoot ink on things.
Yeah, I guess you are still a baby game player. Yeah. That's true. Okay.
I'm still in.
Bane, please don't shoot best game.
Please.
True.
I mean, look, you know, Nintendo's got their hooks in me. Sadly, I wish they didn't. I do think this is probably my last console for, considering Xbox and PlayStation are starting to go no disc drive. I do think this is probably like the last one, and I'm probably going to go to PC. Yeah, I'm becoming 30 soon. I need to just move to PC eventually, you know?
Yeah, you gotta grow out of video games, you pathetic, weak-willed individual. Have enough interest in your opinions.
Games?
Yeah.
You're gonna grow up so much, Bane. You're gonna mature so much more.
No, you're
gonna be just like iDubbbz.
But no, oh, fuck off. Okay, well, I do have to bring up one thing. You say I stole a joke from Hassan when I made a claims to be prostate. I was joking about Joe Biden having ass cancer, Claw.
Yeah,
Joe Biden has ass cancer. I was gonna bring that up at the end of politics. I completely forgot about it until just now.
It was great. People kept going like, I can't wait for the rightoids to use this to make fun of him. And then Hassan was like, bro, he deserved it, dude. He deserved it. And then a bunch of the same people. And then a bunch of the same people were like, well, actually, you know, he's right, actually. By the way, Tristan, there's a game on Steam right now called Trash Goblin.
Oh, shit.
Casual, relaxing, wholesome simulation. I think we got
a lawsuit on our hands. Just saying.
That's true.
trinkets? This is weird. I thought it was like Stardew Valley, but never mind.
Pop off.
Seems kind of cool.
I was saying, but that's not what I thought ReactBot said. I thought he said "fuck off." I was like, "Whoa."
At some point, I just need to like pour through all of them and then make my own custom fucking ReactBot response.
Yeah, you could do it.
All right.
It'd be a little weird to hear.
Mix it all together.
It would be a little weird. Yeah, I guess you mean like that. I thought you meant record your own.
You could.
I could do that. I don't even have to like change it any. I could just like record over. Hello, I'm ReactBot. This good. Hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we want to take a quick break?
Sure.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I guess if y'all want to do a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe Budden got ass cancer. That sucks.
That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It does suck. It's although I mean he's like 92. It's a little less shocking when it's someone that old, but it still sucks.
See,
like it's a bad way.
The thing is,
he looks very good for a 92-year-old man. I mean,
yeah,
they say black don't crack.
Oh,
that's true.
I guess the ass might, but
I mean, there's one crack, singular crack.
Yeah, it just kind of goes down the middle. But apparently the cancer is so far gone that it's like in his bones.
Yeah, which is...
So it's been going on for a while, which makes me think that at the very least, more people than just him knew while he was still fucking umming and erring about re-fucking running.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's really awesome that these old people who are deathly ill want power so much that they have to be fucking convinced, apparently.
That's fucking wild.
What the fuck?
There's a book that one of like the CNN reporters is putting out that's saying that like everyone kind of knew it was an open secret, but he also had like dementia, but he was getting old. He's getting the old
Great.
Yeah.
It's like
there was no hiding that.
like, y'all
no,
tried
but
to fucking run him. What the fuck?
The fact that they obscured it is
yeah.
Oh jeez.
But it's also like he's objectively like in his mid 80s. It's like, is that the right person for a presidency necessarily?
Me thinks this didn't really happen.
Okay, all right. Hang on, ReactBot. What do you mean by that? Give us your thoughts.
ReactBot will never not vote for the Democrats. He's given his entire existence and life and hope and dreams to the Democrat Party.
Yeah,
Elizabeth Warren, let's go.
You're not thinking more like low rent.
Woo, Nancy Pelosi.
I need to know more of what you're thinking, ReactBot.
10 out of 10.
All right, he agrees.
Yeah, I guess we
okay, so shit, hang on. I'll do this in another window real quick. Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean obviously like not a candidate I really liked, but also it sucks he got ass cancer. It's bad.
Well, yeah, I would say that's a fair point, Bane. Oh yeah, we gotta give him that. Proud to be is that one available? No.
PNG. Pig.
Page.
Backslash.
He typed page beforehand.
Well, Democrat.
It doesn't look that good. Oh well, that sucks.
Is that even a JPEG?
That's more of a sticker than a button, but it is a PNG.
Wow, that's our first one. I mean,
that's like shading.
Wait, hang on. Is it?
I don't think it is.
Oh, it's not a PNG. It's a fake PNG.
I love
That's
it.
Awesome.
Cool. Most of those you have to go to the website and like click a download button.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
Man,
we got the vintage.
You got that proud Kentucky.
Oh fuck it! I'm just gonna go to the site. This is too good.
That's a good one. You got to give them their click. Here, your download of this PNG will begin.
By the way,
this is like for elderly.
This is entirely horrifying. But its first suggestion was Wonder Bread logo, and I'm like, oh no.
Huh?
That's one person on the internet's favorite page.
Okay, rename that to pin. I'm gonna put that in my loud equals funny folder.
Hell yeah!
And then I'm going to add it to.
I do have something that can technically follow this one up since it's an old person thing, and it's also like the Found Destination talk.
I love the elderly.
Yeah. This is one time, but it's like, oh, they're bringing a person out for retirement for something like this, and it's set a world. We got 2 world record stories, by the way. We have 2 world record stories. I just realized because this one's a world record.
Nice.
There we go.
Make it a little smaller, yeah.
You can barely see it, but there it is.
If only you could breathe with it. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But
so do you like your new pen, ReactBot?
Whoa.
I'm glad.
Non-committal either way.
Yes.
Yeah. So old people?
Number 3.
Old people.
I thought about doing a separate episode reviewing this afterwards, but go see Final Destination Bloodlines. It's really good. But for the movie, they broke the world record for the oldest person set on fire. Stunt woman Yvette Ferguson came out of retirement at age 71 to play a woman who's set ablaze in the film's opening disaster.
Surely there was an older person who's been set on fire.
Well, not on film.
Yeah, stunt.
I'm sure there's been people who's filmed older people being set on fire.
As a movie stunt.
Yeah, it's like an intentional thing,
Yeah, also.
Everybody's consent.
It surely was intentional.
It was. I mean,
you're telling me you never set grandma on fire on purpose?
No,
come on.
No. But yeah,
it was an accident, and I'll go down saying that was an accident. God damn it!
Yeah, the police could never prove anything. Therefore,
so I guess this lady was just like 71, and like fuck it. If I'm gonna die, this will be it.
But yeah, they needed an old couple.
Maybe she also had ass cancer.
They needed an old couple for the scene.
No, she needs to be like 10 years older, maybe 20.
By the way, if you scroll down, that's her right there. Yep.
Old lady.
To set it up, the film begins in the 1960s, and it's set in this kind of like the Space Needle or a CN Tower. It's like this big restaurant up the top of this building, and it collapses. And it's like a Rube Goldberg setup for it to collapse. I'm not going to spoil it because it's a really interesting scene. But during one of them, this lady, Yvette Ferguson's character here, runs into a guy holding like a pan that's on fire. She catches on fire and runs into a gas leak that explodes half of the tower. So she's pretty crucial. She blows up in an amazing way.
Nice.
Well, it's good to go down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Very happy that in 2025 we're setting all of the old people on fire.
Challenge accepted.
Thanks, ReactBot.
That's the best.
God damn it.
Oh, that's incredible. I'm really glad we had this quick little wonderful reprieve in the middle of politics.
Oh, we needed this. Number 4. It's a follow-up to this movie thing here.
Oh hell yeah!
It's a really good movie. The highest 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, cinema ceiling collapses during Final Destination Bloodlines screening in Argentina.
Talk about a life hack.
So if you know the premise of the series, it's death comes back to kill you, and usually it's an accident.
Oh man, everybody in that fucking theater is going to die in a very horrible way.
Oh, that lady, because she apparently, from what I read, she was setting on the rest this side, and the thing falls right here. So it would have hit her head if she had been setting up, but it hits right here.
Or on the other side.
Yeah, well, it's mostly on the other side, but it's if her head had been here instead of here, it would have
it would still smacked her.
Yeah, but
she's gonna die in a horrible way at some point.
Yeah.
By the way, I'll direct your attention to that story there about how there's an Elden Ring movie happening.
Yeah, directed and written by Alex Garland, which...
A24? Alright.
To put it nicely, as much as I like some of Alex Garland's work, that's a crapshoot. That could be either really good, shout-outs to... Let me grab it. Annihilation.
He has it right there, people.
Annihilation, fucking amazing movie. It could be that, like the 28 Days Later movies, he wrote those. Or it could be like Man... Or I saw Civil War, and that was not good. Yeah. The scene where they're talking about the Antifa massacre, and I couldn't stop rolling my eyes. It was like...
Sounds like my kind of movie.
They massacred Antifa, or Antifa massacred a bunch of people?
The movie does not explain, and the rest of the movie is just like that. It's like, here's a vague thing that could be something. It's like, okay. There's
the world building is impeccable.
actually, yeah.
A couple cool gunfight scenes.
75 different events in the past, and none of them are explained.
But also, shout-outs to the movie Man, which might be one of the dumbest movies I've seen all year. Like, the year I saw it...
Man.
Yeah, Man. That should have been fucking title for any review. Man.
That's the name of the movie. That's the joke.
Yes.
We're definitely going to have to get to that one that I'm reading.
Oh, boy. Which one?
One of the later ones.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Joe Budden. Here's to a long life. 70,000 years old. I remember when I met him. Actually, I walked up to him and I said, "Mr. Biden, what's your favorite memory?" And he said, "Well, I don't. I remember when I went to King Ramses. I called him a little bitch. He was a little kid back then. I was about 75. The
ages of emperor years.
Actually, I do have a follow-up story to both the previous world record ones and this one. Number 7.
Okay.
It's technically related. British fartist who toots on command takes title for longest career as a flautist.
By Catherine Gross.
Nice.
What's the CGI Green Lantern mask on this guy?
I think I've seen this guy before. I
think I've heard about this guy before, but
is this the main character of Thunderpants? Oh my god.
All Oldfield.
He could inhale through his anus.
Controlled anal voicing.
Oh, that's incredible. Oh, thank you, Mr. Methane.
Emboldened by the laughter and shock of those in his quote-unquote blast zone, the train driver from Cheshire, of course, then started to wonder if he could take his gas on the go. Thus began the origin story of Mr. Methane, the green and purple-clad superhero, terrorizing audiences as the flattist. I'm going to call it flattist.
Flatulist.
Flatulist, alright. I'm bad with reading. I'm dumb. For 35 years, his freaky and fantastic farting skills.
I love that thumbnail for that video. He reminds me of the fucking green bastard. He's gonna show up and beat your ass.
He looks like he's just been suffering. I almost crapped myself farting the Queen. # windy something. I need to hear this.
You gotta hear it a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna really turn that down.
Career as a flatulist.
All right, that's about all copyright will let us play. Wonderful. Excellent. Excellent. He's going to put the art into fart. Oh, wait. Yeah, he was on Britain's Got Talent. I completely forgot about that.
I think it's where I've seen... Yeah, no. God, it's like the... Yeah, of course it's a British person farting. Have you seen their food? Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Mr. Methane.
He ate too many beans on toast.
A Methane Man, my favorite rapper.
That's his origin story, actually. He ate too many beans on his toast
he's part of the Wu-Tang Clan. P-O-O. I'm going to hell for that one. I mean, I have to respect the guy. He's been doing this for like 35 years. And being able to make something that is absolutely not a job, your job, I have to respect. Like, this is no one else's job. This is this guy's job. He is, oh god, there's a...
Mr. Methane sits on a cake and farts. Let's go.
Oh god, he's recreating fetish.
That's an actual genre, by the way.
Yeah, maybe I can't respect. I remember seeing the cake farts video in like 2008. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, same. Same. I think my life would have only turned out better.
That girl's fucking face is burned to the back of my head in like nightmares. Sorry. Anyways.
I'm glad that I can't recall her face to just what came after, which I mean,
well, because
that is the worst part, but still.
I really like how much of this guy's outfit is basically a green screen. You could just turn him into anything.
This dude literally dresses like the. I was making a joke about the Green Hornet. This guy's dressed like a bad version of
the Riddler.
I was gonna say the Riddler or like Green Lantern. He's got the CGI Green Lantern mask on from the Ryan Reynolds.
He's giving everybody their daily dose of the farts. Thanks, Doc.
Oh god damn it! Why did I think?
Le Fartiste.
Also, yeah, there was a French guy, Le Pitoman, or Gas Maniac. What a beautiful language.
Le Fartiste.
He was a farteur from 1887 till the outbreak of World War One.
Oh man, he was poor fucking Fartiste. He was drafted.
Well,
died on a fucking. Died in a trench somewhere.
That they did in World War One.
Oh my god, it's him!
Man.
It's him!
One man.
This is like a Metal Gear villain.
And he's following in his footsteps.
Well, his name already
like
is something.
His fart steps.
Well, his name's already something that like Hideo Kojima would name a character, Le Pitoman.
Yeah.
It's like that's up his alley.
Sounds really fancy, and then you look up what it means.
It's something incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think she's celebrating her 90th birthday. GuinnessWorldRecords.com.
She's celebrating while
I guess it was a
around
really
in the
old
grave.
one.
Like, jeez.
Bro is lying.
Oh,
true.
Yeah, they're lying. Well, I mean, it is Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah. So again, sorry, I had to put this on here after the Joe Biden thing.
Yeah, that was a very good one. Hopefully, Mr. Methane doesn't go the way of fucking Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna find Joe Budden and Joe Biden being confused and not funny.
I mean, like, I feel like that's why.
Honestly,
that's not his real name, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I will fact check this.
He's probably famous partially because of that.
Honestly, I started hating Biden ever since he dropped Pump It Up.
No, his name is Joseph Anthony Budden II.
Oh, the second.
Yeah.
Not even a junior, the second. Oh,
imagine if Joe Budden runs for office. Ooh. President Joe Budden.
But by the
that
way,
would confuse
make it happen,
so many
Joe.
people. Like 200 years from now, people will just be looking at the history, not books, but iPad, and be like, "What the fuck?"
The history Kindle.
Joe Budden, Joe Bite. What is he like? Is this like the robot second incarnation?
What Joe Budden needs to do is make himself look exactly like Joe Biden, but with Groucho glasses. But like the Groucho glasses are like on his like real, like his nose is bigger and there's a mustache. Those are real.
Just imagine.
That's what he needs to do.
But by the way, he does have a third. There is a Joseph Budden III. That's his son in 2001.
3 Joe Buddens.
Yes, possibly a 4th. IV. Who knows? Anyways,
What if you're allowed to just name all of your kids like Junior, the second, the third, the fourth?
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure,
George
yeah.
Foreman did that because he had so much CTE that he couldn't really remember his own name. He named like 6 of his kids George.
So we got a Donald Trump truth here.
I told Canada, which very much wants to be part of the fabulous Golden Dome system, that it will cost $61 billion if they remain a separate but unequal nation. Crazy line, by the way. But it will cost $0 if they become our cherished 51st state. They are considering the offer.
I love that it has 0 retruths and 0 likes.
Yeah, I think somebody snatched it up like right as they post.
I guess, but I like the idea that it's like 3 hours later and everybody's just like, "Okay, Donald, thank you."
Yeah, man, sure.
That's cool. That's cool, bro.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing: Canada's in such a fucked up position that I don't know, man. I think we probably should consider it at this point. I don't know.
I will say this. Oh,
what do you got there?
I'm repping your people. It's how do you not recognize this? It's clearly Canadian.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a Scott Kramer video that's all about clearly Canadian and Rhett and Link
never had it before.
trying to bring it back. I didn't remember trying the blackberry one. It was pretty good.
It's mild. It's nice and mild.
But yeah, people in Canada at this point want China to take us over, or the UK. People want us to become part of Europe. At this point, I'm just like, listen, if I can't be my own country, then I would rather be America. I'll be real.
I mean, I'll be real though. Like, the British the sun has set on the British Empire.
Yeah, come on now. It doesn't even. It only rains there, which is why I would actually consider it.
Actually,
yeah.
What if we?
I'd love to live up in Scotland.
As an American, 51st state should still be Puerto Rico. I'm gonna be real.
I mean,
Puerto Rico, DC, Guam.
There should be like 5 states.
Islands.
Not DC.
American Samoa.
We should.
Yeah.
We should firebomb DC.
Well, I mean,
I do like Fallout 3.
You know what? Why don't we turn DC into actual Fallout 3 in real life as an escape park? You know?
I can't believe that
kind of shit.
It didn't save, but I put the U.S. annexes Canada slide from Fallout 3 like under this. I guess it just didn't fucking take.
Unfortunate.
I would say that they probably split the provinces by states. I'd think.
Trump isn't smart enough to know that there are provinces of Canada. He doesn't know what a Saskatchewan is.
Caught in 4K.
Do most Canadians know where Saskatchewan is?
I know where Saskatchewan is.
You have to know where it is.
Because it has a funny name.
In the middle of the fucking country.
I'm thinking Nova Scotia. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Nova Scotia's up like past Maine.
As Americans, that's what we do with Canada. We know Toronto. We know Quebec a little bit.
Toronto is the penis. Quebec is gross.
Everything else is kind of like Montana for most of us here too.
Oh, there's Vancouver. It's Seattle too, essentially.
I thought it did.
Seattle 2 / Hong Kong DLC.
That and also any every American city, actually just every city in a movie. Most of the time, it's Vancouver.
Yeah, the first 5 seasons of the X-Files were in Vancouver, and then they moved to LA, and you could really feel the difference.
You can fucking
it was like it was like they went into Breaking Bad yellow filter mode.
Well,
now,
and the quality of the characters would show up in the scenes greatly diminished. Vancouver had a lot of good character actors back in the day. Still do.
It's true. Still do.
But they were a very short drive away from Roswell.
True.
It's true.
Big ups to my.
So that means they could do Alien.
Big ups to my favorite Canadian power player who shows up in so many fucking things, Lachlan Monroe. That dude fucking rules. He's in every fucking thing, Vancouver-wise.
I'm not familiar with him by name, but I probably know him by
his face. I'll send a photo later. But he's one of those guys that has that face. It's like.
Well, Canada's fucking loaded with character actors and that guy from that thing.
Yeah, for a long time, Ryan Reynolds was that guy from that thing, and now he's. Ryan
Reynolds currently has a breakfast deal at Tim Hortons, by the way.
He has a cell phone company. He has gin.
You can go.
Yeah, he does have that.
Okay, that's stupid. You can go to Tim Hortons and you can get a scrambled egg breakfast thing.
Was it Cricket?
And it's Ryan Reynolds' own breakfast.
That is wild. And his one is Mint Mobile.
Mint, right?
Yes.
Oh, I've heard good things about.
It was one of the budget ones.
Mint Mobile was one I had for a little bit there, and I liked it, but I kind of went to a cheaper plan that was a little different with my internet bill. So
I'm on Verizon because people in my family are on Verizon.
I was on AT&T.
It's easier that way.
I was on AT&T, and I hated AT&T.
I used to have wireless that was on Sprint towers.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Despicable.
It wasn't too bad, but I had really, really spotty coverage outside of the city.
Yeah, T-Mobile was that way for the longest time here until literally 4 years ago. If you had T-Mobile, you couldn't get it for through 2 different counties. It'd be very spotty.
It's weird. We had something similar, but then just immediately they became the only 5G provider in town for a while.
Hey,
that has changed, I think.
Like that.
Let me check.
But
man, you want to talk about cool phone telecom stuff? Welcome to Canada, where From what I understand, Sprint tried to move up to Canada and provide service, and their parity pricing with what it would cost in America to get like all their plans was undercutting all of our telecom companies by so much that they had to shut them down and be like, no, that would break up our delicate monopoly that we have of like fucking 2 companies that own everything. 3, I guess. You got Rogers, Bell, and TELUS.
Here it's like that's internet mostly. That instead of like telecom, it's that. It's like most of the time it's Comcast or AT&T or.
That's what I've heard.
Like.
Well, I mean, but we have the same thing here. You get like a third party, like little guy internet is what I have, but it still I think sources its internet from like Rogers or Bell or something.
Yeah.
You know, one of the big ones. So even if you get one that's like not one of the main ones, it technically still is.
Yeah.
You can't escape it.
That's the same thing with a lot of those, like Mint Mobile. It's like they're like most of the time T-Mobile or like Verizon
I wasn't
towers.
Because like I was never using Sprint, but the small like wireless company that I was using, well, not small, but you know, not one of the big ones.
Like,
they were using Sprint towers.
I think if you get Straight Talk, which is Walmart here in America's brand, I think that's Verizon too. I think they're on Verizon's towers. I had Virgin Mobile at one point. Shoutouts to.
You remember Alltel?
I do.
Remember Alltel? I had an Alltel phone.
Remember Track?
I had an Alltel. Yep, I had an Alltel phone during the time that they merged with Verizon.
Oh God.
Oh.
Track phones were mostly known for 3 kinds of people.
I think I have it in
people who were going to kill someone, people who were trying to hire a hooker, or people who were trying to cheat on their wives. That was your track phone purchaser.
Oh.
Sometimes all 3.
Also, kids who wanted a phone and.
True.
I guess parents didn't want to pay for smartphone.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had a lot of clam. I'll find a photo.
Back then it was BlackBerry and iPhone.
I got a BlackBerry at one point when I was like 12 because they were free, and that fucking ruled.
I'd kind of like to pick up like a little Palm Pilot thing, you know, one that still works. Just load some shit on there.
Yeah.
A Samsung Replenish, which was kind of like BlackBerry, and it was so cool I could use the physical keyboard for emulators.
I respect that. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm looking at this
Claw, thing. Yeah, Claw just casually looking it up.
I'm trying to find.
It does look pretty cool.
This old like phone I had because
all the buttons broke, sadly.
Here we go.
Well, I guess the keyboard's fine, but yeah, you know.
Oh man, you can still get one for less than $30 on eBay.
That's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the last time I looked at eBay, I was looking for an Engage.
Oh, check that out! Oh, check that out!
That's pretty classic.
This is not my old photo, but this is the first phone I ever had.
Hang on.
Shout outs to
Phil for time. I'm gonna go grab mine.
All right.
Cool.
This phone fucking sucked, but it kind of ruled because at the time I didn't really have anything but this shitty flip phone. And that shitty flip phone, like it had Snake, played a lot of Snake.
Yeah, you know, shoutouts to the old Walmart MP3 players where they had like a screen with like buttons and they would come loaded up with like Tetris and Snake and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And before I had a cell phone and I'm looking at commercials on the TV of the hot new iPhone of 2007 or 2008 and I'm just sitting there like,
dude,
man, this Tetris is tough.
Dude, everyone was getting fucking Androids that I knew, and I was rocking Virgin Mobile, which was which was true at the time. It was Virgin Mobile should only be purchased and sold to virgins. So, Tristan's got it.
What are we getting here? Are those guns? Is Tristan showing off his guns?
I'm not even questioning it.
I mean, he paused his game to be here and everything. I think we might all 3 be wearing the same outfits as last episode.
I think so, actually. You gotta point that out to him when he gets back here, because his headphones are off. I just like this hoodie. It's comfortable. I
just happened to put on a shirt, and it was this one, and I realized, like, oh, fuck.
Finally, I bought a fan. Which
oh, nice. Bane, you finally have the podcast has a single fan. That's so great.
Woo. Honestly,
hey, Tristan, we've got a fan now.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also
check that out, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like
that
that
still
one.
have battery?
The one I had after that was one of those ones that did slide out and had a keyboard.
What are we feeling on, like, brick phone, like Nokia brick, or flip phone? What are we thinking?
I've been a fan of. I've always been a fan of flip phones.
I was more of a flip guy, but I do respect the brick. You know.
Okay, it's completely dead. That sucks. Yeah. Actually,
I think the
charger.
Ooh, I think the flip is like better, but I'm also an original Game Boy with a Game Boy Advance with a modded backlight
screen
enjoyer. I mean, I don't have one, but like if I kind of want to get one. Like the SP is cool. That's what I had as a kid. I had the I think the NES themed one, or maybe it was just the silver. But it was pretty cool. But I like the idea of the regular Game Boy Advance so much more. It's a cool little device.
I've been one to. They sell a lot of these like emulator, like the little handhelds you can buy on like Timu and shit like that. They're not great quality, but they're you can load up a billion ROMs into them and play them. And I've kind of thought about.
I mean, I have a 3DS. I can do that anyway.
Admittedly, I have a 3DS. I just don't know where the fuck the charger is for it, and I can't be
some proprietary gay ass shit.
Oh, it's
can't just be a USB.
That's the worst part about all these older phones too, and I know Tristan's gonna be like hunting there for a minute trying to find those chargers because
he's off. Tristan's gone. This is now a 2-man podcast.
Hey, first episode, nostalgic. It's been 85 since it's just been 2.
Jesus, yeah.
What
are we doing with our lives?
You remember how that first episode went? Because I tried re-listening to it recently, and we had no idea what we were doing. We were just...
Oh, and I still think that we have no idea what we're doing, but it's a lot more interesting to listen to now.
Yeah, I'd say it's like more consistent production quality. Our audio.
I mean, I think one of our
6 episodes.
That's true. I think that we had that. The episode, it was like episode 2, I think, the one with the submarine and the Colleen Ballinger song.
Yeah. Oh.
That was a while ago now.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we've been doing this for this long.
It's about 2 years now, Bane.
I know, but it's actually nice that it doesn't feel like we've been doing it for that long. You know.
Yeah, it's still fresh every time.
We're still doing different.
Except for all the Donald Trump.
I mean, that's just kind of like the tragic inevitability. Since we've talked about him one time, it's like a running. It's kind of
as a Canadian, yes, it's a tragic inevitability. All roads lead to Trump, apparently.
So, hey, look, I'm ready for it to be all over too. I'm ready for anyone to make a difference. I mean, I'm not saying fucking around. I don't know. I will say I'm ready. Like, second screenings is gonna be done soon. Trademark. Really got to contact Ash on that. I found a new movie for a second season. Holy fuck! I watched the first.
This is the one you mentioned last night.
Yeah.
I'm down to talk about that fucking any day. I hate that so much. I want to talk about how bad the book is and the movie. It's all so bad.
See, here's the thing. Like, I had went out to see this with a woman when it came out in theaters. I was incredibly high at the time. I did not remember this movie at all, and I clicked on it because it was on like Roku has all these free channels. I was like, sure, fuck it, I'll watch this. It's a movie. It's Spielberg directed it. I kind of vaguely remember it.
Couldn't find it. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunate.
I was talking about this
I don't feel like
proprietary chargers fucking suck, don't they?
Yeah.
What?
Proprietary chargers, like for those old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check this port out. Can't even fucking see it.
It's just like a big fucking insert coin slot.
Yeah, like it is like the size of a dime.
It's
maybe a nickel.
It's slightly smaller than old iPod chargers. That's the worst part.
Ugh.
But wow, the first 30 minutes of Ready Player One might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
I read the book. It was not fun.
No, yeah, imagine how bad the fucking
bad.
sequel to the book is, though.
Where
they have a fight with Prince and his 7 Prince clones, who are all like different eras of Prince, and it's like a boss fight where it's like, Microphone Prince showed up and hit me in the face, but I used the power of the Triforce to beat other Prince.
Please tell me this was long after he was dead, so he didn't have to see that injustice.
I believe so.
Thank God for that. I would feel.
I mean, I think that's more disrespectful, really.
Well, it is, but it is more like I'm thinking of Prince and thinking like, yeah, I'm glad Prince didn't have to see that shit.
Yeah,
that's true. That's fair.
Although Prince could have sued.
They have a whole like the author just in the second book, the author Ernest Cline decides, not Ethan Klein, decides to do a thing where there's like a ticking clock, world's gonna blow up, like Majora's Mask element or whatever. And so instead of doing anything, like he chose to make that what the book is about. Instead of doing anything to advance saving the world, they're just fucking around on the John Hughes planet where every NPC looks like a John Hughes movie. And they're like dancing. Oh my God, yeah. Celebrity ham, how relevant.
Woo.
Yes.
That's the episode title, Celebrity Ham.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no, it feels like the main characters from a movie. I can tell the main character was a self-insert, and I can see exactly where it leads. Ugh.
Yeah, it's I think the movie makes it better than the book, actually.
I mean, it visually has some neat things, but it's also like, I don't know how to describe it other than it feels like the first movie made with AI entirely. You know?
It was so there was that released a while ago too.
2017, I think. There was a video from Red Letter Media last night. It was like an hour-long discussion about AI in the film industry, and it was I normally like everything they put out, but in particular, check out this video if you care about AI stuff and art at all, because they make a good point that like the people that are like in charge of making a Transformers sequel or Ready Player One movie or whatever are really just shoving prompts into a writer's face anyway. Yeah. Like, they don't get to write the movie they want to write. It's just like, add 3% more Jar Jar Binks to this Star Wars movie.
Okay, but tell me that wouldn't make every single Star Wars movie better.
I mean, it would, but the point remains that, you know, that yes. they're basically all they're doing. Did you find it?
Yeah! Oh, I remember I have this old cable thing.
Oh,
this
cool.
old like little cable satchel. I got like a this is like a Ethernet cable. I think this is USB. Oh yeah, mini USB. This is USB 2.
Oh man, you're really going back in time. Of course.
Meanwhile, if anything's not USB-C currently, I probably could not find it. I'm gonna be
micro USB again.
I think my fucking
weird proprietary thing.
I think my microphone uses like micro, something like that, USB.
Mini B.
Yeah, and it's just disgusting.
A cable splitter and extension cord.
Oh god. It's the same, you know what it is? It's the same charger for the PS3 DualShocks.
I think you're right.
Yep.
I can't believe it's that old.
Yeah.
Micro USB.
But it's even older than that. I think Mini B was like 04.
GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 2. Heard all about them as soon as they're new.
Ooh. That's pretty slick, actually.
That's nice to have.
Sadly, I don't really have anything that I can really use it with, because, I mean, I guess PS1 DualShock, but, I mean, I'd rather either play, like, standard PS1.
PS2 DualShock.
No, I mean, they're basically the same.
But you have a pressure-sensitive face buttons, which...
Yeah, but nothing on PC even accepts that.
Well,
maybe except PSX2.
Yeah, let's say emulate God of War.
I don't know if... Yeah, I don't even know if that works. I had a PS2, like, USB controller dongle thing at one point, but I lost it. And so now I'm just using this thing that was used to sync that sub with the Millionaires on it.
Hell nice. Yeah! Hey, look,
I've been meaning to get one of them. just for the.
It's all right.
Honestly,
yeah, I mean,
nice
I'm always down for more controllers.
It would be nice to have just for the joke. Also,
Yeah.
I am currently debating. Do I want to get a pro controller?
For the Switch,
yeah.
I would see if 8-Bit Do's Ultimate 2 works with it.
I will say that
see if somebody will do the test.
The Switch 2's Pro controller is like the most interesting thing about the whole thing, hardware-wise, like physically, because it's got some extra buttons, and I think there was like another feature to it. I don't remember what it was.
There's a 3.5mm jack that can be used to both like it is used both for game chat and also for like if you want to like how you use on a DualShock.
Just for headphones.
Yeah, if you want to like play from a distance and like listen on this instead of.
I love that I bought one of those stupid fucking PS5 headsets only to later realize that I could just plug my normal headphones into a controller and it would be exactly the same.
See, I do have one that's similar. It's a wireless one, but it also syncs to my phone. Like it'll do both game audio and phone audio. And that's
see if I can get that working. Oh man, you got it charging. This is fucking wild.
Altel. You can't fucking see it, but it says Altel.
Oh hey, that screen's light is better than a flashlight at some points, man.
Oh yeah.
Better than some phones' flashlights. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, the battery is charging. I'm gonna give that a bit, and then we'll look at what my old phone has on it.
The big problem.
Very nice.
The sad thing is they've kind of discontinued the tower tech for those phones. You can get phones that are modern day like dumb phones though, as they're called. But the problem is you got to pay.
You get one of those.
They probably use 3G. But
what is the thing called? The like Jitterbug, the old people phone.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it before. I just know Kit Moga used to mention it. Like
they still make
that was the only phone. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's the one that used like Wham in the commercials, right?
I think so.
Well,
let me see really quick if I can find.
If only we had the Jitterbug president. It's such a shame. It's a sadness.
Honestly,
well, hey, listen.
Hey, look, Jitterbug,
we've
sponsor us. Just saying.
I'll be down. I'll sing the entirety of "Wake Me Up Before You Go" on this fucking podcast if you sponsor us.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not joking.
They make a Jitterbug smartphone now.
Oh my god!
Nice.
See, like the marketing for old people just feels like they have an excuse to make the technology really bad.
Oh my god. That is a basic ass phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's probably for the best.
I mean,
check that out, huh?
It does look like an Android phone.
It looks like my settings app.
It's pretty simple.
I mean, if you're giving this to an old person who's not good with a cell phone, which
it's good.
I am very curious.
Do you really want to have like a speed dial 911 button though, just on the fucking homepage? People are gonna accidentally dial 911.
I mean,
so much.
It's true.
There's probably like a confirmation message like, "Hey, do you really want to do that?" Yeah, delay too. I accidentally pocket dialed 911 in a fucking hospital parking lot before.
Dude, I've done it before,
which was hilarious.
I had like shitty pockets in my old phone, and it would scrape up against like my keys, and would regularly like hit the emergency button on my old one, and it would call, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, no, that was a pocket dial." One time I was at work at a family video, and I put my phone in wrong, and I see the cops pull up, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And they're like, "Did you mean to call?" And
what the fuck is that map? Oh god!
My phone was still like on the screen. I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, why are there just weird
What
gaps?
Is this fucking skew? I guess that's their gaps in coverage.
Yeah,
maybe that's
which
just
fair. Nobody lives there. No, those aren't lakes. Those are like gaps in their coverage. And to be fair, in a lot of those places, there's just nobody.
They have not covered 100% of the United States with any like almost any form of like signal they've done when it comes.
Is that little cluster over in the northeast? Is that like the Appalachians or something? Like down there a little bit.
Or
no,
here?
Right there.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
nobody lives in West Virginia.
I know something about geography in the U.S. Good for me.
West Virginia, it's very pretty.
It's fucking horrible ass skew, though. Jesus Christ.
It is an awful.
Just looks like a voter map. Everyone went Democrat, and then just some places didn't vote.
Like, hands are up. We're done. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck it. That's the good ending.
But yeah, no, I mean, There's also, if you click on the phones tab, there is another jitterbug, but it's even more. Yeah, go to flip 2 there. It's even more like nondescript in my opinion.
Oh, that's actually cool.
I mean, it is.
I guess depending on the buttons. If they're like mushy, gross buttons, then that would suck.
But it does look a little mushy.
It is one of those ones that it's like, yeah, I could give that to, you know, like my grandma, and she could.
No, my grandma is like good at phones. Like she knows what's up.
Yeah.
My grandpa though, whew, he needed help changing his ringtone.
Oh. Make it milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
If I was funny, I would have done that, but no, I don't think there was like a there was like an import your own thing.
Suddenly, Papa's twerking to the song. I'm sorry.
Imagine him doing that is hurting my soul.
I'm sorry.
No, 360.
It's rat summer, Sonny.
Anyway, bringing us back to what got us on this horrible twisting abomination of topics.
I don't know how fucking
we've already taken Nathan Fielder from you. We've already basically taken Sum 41 from you.
Yeah,
you took Wayne Gretzky from us.
We make all of your cities, all of our cities, just to own you and move.
I don't know if you guys are aware of the Wayne Gretzky situation. It's crazy.
No, I do not pay attention to hockey at all.
Well,
I am curious. I'm more.
It's not really a hockey situation, but he's like considered the greatest living hockey player. He's a legend,
one of them.
And he hasn't lived in Canada since like the late '80s, I think. He used to play for. I think he played for the Edmonton Oilers, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the Edmonton team. Come on now.
Yeah.
He played for I think Edmonton, but he was born in like Central Ontario or something. I remember driving through the town he was born in. Because my dad was a fan, so he's like a legend. Everybody knows of him. But as of like I guess a couple years ago, and mostly really pretty recently. He's been like a friend of Donald Trump's, and I think when the discussion of Canada being bought by the U.S. or whatever, annexed by the U.S., I think it was, I think he was like supportive of that, and so people have been, I think, desecrating his statues and stuff, and he's kind of like a Hulk Hogan figure now. He's just been like completely disgraced. Yeah. Like he used to be the biggest name in the sport, and now he's just like a disgraced, regrettable individual.
I mean, as a Red Wings fan, I haven't been a fan of his for a very long time, but he's a pretty good hockey player. So
I mean, he was. I don't think he's played for 30 years or something.
Well,
so
I mean, the greats are still the greats. They just don't do it anymore, kind of thing.
Toronto got close to winning the Stanley Cup or something. They got to like Game 7 of the second round, I think, and then they got eliminated by fucking Florida. I think Tampa or something. It's just disgusting. Like we don't even have an incentive for our teams to ever be better because they're still just the only fucking sport we have. So it's like everyone still buys Maple Leaf.
I mean,
everyone still buys Maple Leaf merch all the fucking time. And also the Jays were always pretty good at baseball. They at least won something back in like 1992 or whatever. True. They won twice the pennant.
Also,
check out that fucking Maple Leaf. Hell yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Also, the Raptors aren't the worst basketball team in the world. There's that.
Yeah, but we used to have a Vancouver basketball team when I was a little kid. We used to have a Montreal baseball team, and they both got sold to America.
Well, they do that all the time, even up here, or down here, I should say. Fuck. There was the Oakland Raiders, which like the Oakland Raider branding is fucking iconic, and they moved them to where did they move them to? They moved them to Vegas, I think, or. Yeah, Vegas, and then they moved...
Vegas Raiders?
Yeah, Vegas Raiders. And they moved the Rams to L.A. And it's like... Look, at this point, you stabilize the branding. Everyone knows what the Oakland Raiders are.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
It's the merch alone is why they should have kept him there.
Who has the Grizzlies? Is that still a team?
That is still a team. I can't remember where.
Because we used to have, that was the Vancouver team. When I was like 5 or younger, I think we had that one.
By the way, I do want to point out really quick, so, to get off this topic a little bit also. Tristan, how is that cell phone going? You find
it's like being sent back in time to 2009.
Have you found anything embarrassing?
The way that I typed.
Well,
oh dear.
That's oh, dude! If I could. Go
yeah, it's also on a fucking a fucking
on a Nat's
awful keyboard.
Screen. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, T9. Everyone kind of like shortened down. I still remember.
Oh hell yeah!
Though I guarantee you hand me that phone, I could type out a sentence.
Linkin Park.
Yeah, baby. What album era would that be?
It's just the logo.
Oh, I'd say like, dude, I am thinking you had fucking songs on it, and I'm now remembering like, no, those phones had like enough to hold the phone's data, and that's it.
Let's see what the audio is. I have downloaded.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's just a whole bunch of Skillet. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, hang on. Let me see if y'all can place this.
I don't like stuff that sucks.
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, yeah.
Hell yeah. Also, because I was a pretentious little scrote. Oh, you can't even hear it. It's so quiet. It's the Moonlight Sonata.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Recorded voice.
Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Recorded voice line. Here we go.
They melted me.
Y'all like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Oh god.
I couldn't hear it.
Melvined me.
Oh.
Me.
Do we want to hear sound 3, sound 6, sound 7, sound 10, sound 1, or sound 2?
Damn,
I gotta go with sound 2!
I'm gonna go with sound 6.
Oh, I recorded this recently. It's the fucking it's Godot's ringtone from Ace Attorney.
How recently?
Options. It
Tristan,
won't.
how recently?
Oh, information.
We need to know how long ago you were using this phone like normal.
This wasn't normally, but
okay.
When I recorded this, it was September 28th, 2023.
That's
so just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I found the phone and I was like, I found the phone and I was like, ooh.
Admittedly, you still have a charger. I could not find a charger for anything I've had for that era.
I don't have the charger for shit. I just lose it. It just fucking disappears.
But that's why
it's like sock in the dryer.
What was the sound that you said, Bane?
Sound 6.
Bing, 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 bing.
Is that Microsoft Sam?
It sounds like that or the Seaman voice from a Dreamcast game.
Message. You've got mail. You've got mail.
Oh hell yeah!
You've got.
I love mail. Microsoft Sam. All right, what's sound 3?
You like to Microsoft Sam and the computer's default voice, which is also Microsoft Sam.
I love how you like.
What?
It's not Microsoft Sam. Second time you listen to another thing, it's Microsoft Sam. Third thing, it announces it's Microsoft Sam.
Okay, and so that was Sun Song. Sun Song.
Yeah.
What's sound 7?
Message.
Oh. Then what, pray tell, is sound 1? Oh hell yeah! Yeah!
What the fuck is that?
It's Skillet.
I was saying it's so big crushed I couldn't tell.
I thought I heard killing in the name of.
No, I wasn't that cool.
Oh hey. Most people are that cool.
So yeah, this is awesome.
I think at one point I had like a Fallout Boy ringtone because I was one of those fucking
Access
dudes.
Apps. What kind of apps did I have?
God, I'm so glad that like none of those photos from that era of me exist. I'm so fucking glad.
Did you ever have Justin Bieber hair, Bane?
Basically I did before Justin Bieber blew up, and then when he blew up, I changed it because I did not want that hair.
Oh my god.
Right,
Bane with the Justin Bieber cut.
It was way
I have
before
apps.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It was before
Wallpaper Universe 5, Real Tone Jukebox, and Resident Evil Degeneration.
Hey!
Okay, hang on. All right.
Probably go to the store.
Yeah, we should probably move on after this.
No, we're like 5 inch. We're like 1 inch through the entire document scroll bar right now.
We're at
To be fair,
by the way.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of clickbait.
That's true.
Okay, we're gonna play. We're gonna continue.
All right.
I'm gonna. Oh god, there's 50 missions, and I completed all of them.
Oh,
Jesus
I thought
Christ.
it was a ringtone. It turns out okay.
No, it's a game.
Really quick, let's do number 5 because it's mostly just a headline. Well, 5 and 6 are really just headlines.
All right, 5 and 6. We'll do that while I check out what this game is all about. I'm gonna.
You gotta tell us what type of game it is.
All right, so 5.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Headline here: The New York Times wrote about indigenous tribes' exposure to the internet. The internet is suing them for portraying them as porn addicts. So, yeah, New York Times went to a tribe that got internet, and one of them went to.
I remember this story. We talked about it.
We did. By the way, please don't sue us. We were just like we're middlemen. Don't
shoot the messenger.
I'm out here playing Resident Evil Degeneration on the phone.
So, but they're suing them and TMZ, and TMZ is the one who really blew it up. I decided to read both the Times and TMZ article to make sure when I saw this, because I read this yesterday. And, yeah, no, Times story brought up that one person looked at porn. TMZ brought it up like 6 times. Like, they claimed they were porn addicts, like the entire tribe. And it's like, oh, yeah, ooh. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if we can prove necessarily that they aren't. This kind of seems like he said, she said.
You know, the Times might pull back at them. They might have the cookies. They may still have the cookies from that.
Maybe.
Time. But
okay, so
yeah,
I'll let you finish up before
the tribe also is seeking at least $180 million in damages, which that tribe will be so fucking loaded. They win.
Yeah.
The first tribe with Teslas, man. They're gonna be driving.
The tribe is going to turn into a micronation.
Whip the fucking Tesla by the shambly docks.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be making Tesla boats. Kind of like you ever seen those Toyota Technicals that are boats? Like the gun trucks?
I have not.
I'll find a photo of that in a second. But yes, go on, Tristan.
Okay, so the game has you like pressing left and right on the little like pad here to like aim. Oh, yeah. It turned off and on again.
First person?
Yeah, kinda. And like you know, it aims your gun at like a zombie who's like rising, and then you press OK to shoot. Okay. And then when you run out of ammo, you press down to reload. It's very, very, very simple.
Like a light gun game on a phone?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Dear God.
It sounds
it snaps you like with auto aim, like you're not like aiming, you know, across a bar. If you've not quite. But if you've played Resident Evil Gaiden, it's like kind of superficially similar to the combat in that game. Yeah. But instead of like your thing moving across and you have to like hit the correct timing, like it's fucking.
Okay, I'm not.
Oh God, what's the game?
I'm not finding what I was looking for. Damn.
I forgot.
Time Crisis?
No, not quite like Time Crisis.
Virtua Cop? Duck Hunt?
I haven't played. No, it. Okay, all right. So you press left and right to like snap your aim between like different targets.
Let me see. Fucking AVIF. Disgusting.
This is the technical you were talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't find the one I was really looking for because there's some that have like flotation devices to get them through water. But yeah, no, the technical is just a mounted LMG in a truck.
Yeah, it's probably a Helix.
The technical is a term, but not like not the vehicle itself, but the kind of vehicle. But yeah, also, I mean, honestly, would it surprise most people that, like, yeah, some of these guys jerk off? They're a 2,000 group tribe in the Amazon.
They York in it. Let a man York.
Yeah, look, they also, I mean, ex-hamster, like, they could have been confused. Like, they maybe thought it was like a hamster ordering site.
I want to look at hamster.
Yeah.
Ooh, titty.
Yeah. So, someone taught him what red tube was, and it wasn't like a bamboo shoot. That's all I'm saying. No.
Oh man, that's fucking.
Yeah.
That hits. Yeah, that hits hard.
Lazy. Tyasma Marumbo, a 73-year-old woman said. She explained the tribe's younger members are less interested in traditional activities such as making jewelry out of snail shells. They're learning the ways of the white people.
Is this white people culture gooning?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, gooning is very white coded, I would say.
I wouldn't say like very, but I could like everyone I know that I would classify as a gooner or like
the only gooners that I know that aren't white is one dead black guy and one alive black guy.
Is one of them too mad?
Did he die? Did he die of gooning?
He was.
Honestly, he might have. He actually might have.
I mean, keep in mind that the famous Red Letter Media guest star in Spirit, David Carradine, who killed himself by jerking off with like autoerotic asphyxiation. He was like a noose. Yeah, I mean, he literally died by gooning too hard.
I mean, like, here's the real question:
Wake me when it's Virgo season.
True.
Okay.
We're not waking him because he died by autoerotic asphyxiation.
Here's a weird question.
I guess he's going to sleep
like a weirdo
now.
and asking this question because I always ask these ones. Do you think he finished before or after? You know, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if they would report on that.
Well, I obviously, like, I don't know how they would guess, but like the question
increase his power a little bit.
Well, there would be nut all over the place, obviously.
Yeah, it would be like the cleanup already would be bad. Then you've got to clean all that up. It's a hat on top of a hat. It's awful.
Oh man, you're really giving him some power now.
Yeah. RGB,
I'm increasing
the color scale.
I'm increasing his power.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Oh my god, he's here.
Woo!
He's at max power.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
How do you feel?
Did you just say aimbot?
Yeah, aimbot. Reactbot.
This is giving me all the feels.
Yeah.
You're welcome, buddy.
That's how he feels, I guess. Very nice. Give him his galaxy gas.
Yeah, he's got to have the galaxy gas.
But yeah, no.
There we go.
Baking bad, baby.
I thought you were gonna say like Google Docky or Chicken Jackie. That's been so burnt to my head now.
Jerkin' cocky.
Back to the Google Doggy.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
What were you gonna do another one?
Good question.
Did you have 6 or something?
If not, I have at least 3 jokes to make.
It was
as this whole preview is telling me.
Number 6, really quick.
That's the one about short-term memory, right?
Yes.
I think so. At this point, it's becoming long-term.
Let me get another hit.
Headline: Girl 3 fears John Wilkes Booth is under her bed after Ford's theater visit. I saw this headline and I was like, yeah, fuck it, that's going in.
I've always feared such a thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad this kid's caught up.
It's kind of like being afraid of the grassy knoll after going to like you go to the fucking book depository and visit it, and you're like, that grassy knoll scares me, man. But admittedly,
anytime I pass through Dallas in an open car, it's all terrifying.
Yeah, you just experience constant flashback.
Suddenly get a headache and start scratching the back of my head.
I think that happened this morning. Someone somewhere in the world got shot in the head, and I felt it, a little bump.
You know, being a Catholic, everyone has to do that Torah. It's kind of like birthright, but you just drive and be like, all right, I don't see a shooter. I don't see how a shooter could shoot from here. Anyways, yeah, a Tennessee woman said that her 3-year-old daughter developed an irrational fear of John Wilkes Booth, and there's like a TikTok there. We could play it. It's up to you, but
oh, geez.
Okay, well,
let me make that. Oh, there's no volume control. Okay, well, it's gonna stay muted.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
well, yeah,
yeah,
you can't really get much with it muted.
Yeah, well, there's also nothing else there, really. It doesn't seem like...
It was a headline.
It was, yeah.
Incredible.
There's not much, but again, that headline is perfect.
Personally, I don't fear John Wilkes Booth. In fact, I hope he happens again soon.
Well, okay.
Not to Lincoln, not to someone cool and based like Lincoln, though.
Well, here's a problem though. What kind of theater do you go to unless there's like a new Transformers movie coming out or something? Like,
well, yeah, the White House has its own.
Well, I mean, maybe Final Destination 12.
I'm not sure what you mean about White Houses. No.
I mean, there's gonna be a 7th film. I can guarantee that one. Anyways, yeah, let's go to the next one you got here, Tristan.
I have at least 3 jokes I can make.
Oh, okay. This is actually
customers upset with missing T in Trump-branded watch that costs $640.
It's a Rump.
Well, someone did that on purpose.
No,
someone at a factory did that as well.
Okay, maybe at the factory.
Oh, I forgot to glue it. Oops, my bad. But
what a shame.
Rump.
Yeah, like of all the letters, first of all, T, haha, low on T, haha. Now it says rump, haha. The $640 fucking watch is really, really cheaply made.
Admittedly,
obviously,
buying a $640 watch, it's in that right spot of being like, it sounds expensive enough for like a high-end watch, but you could just buy a $40 watch at Walmart and get something that looks better.
Honestly, in fact, I'm pretty sure these things cost $40.
The pink gold, it doesn't look good on anything.
It's gaudy.
It doesn't look good on...
It's so fucking gaudy.
You know what I also...
It looks like it's made for, like, bratty TikTok princesses who play rose gold peach.
I was going to say 40-year-old white women, but that works too.
Sure,
I was going to say it looks like it was created for a Bratz doll, but, I mean...
Well, it does say rump on it, so any number of those things could be true.
See, it actually comes with a Bratz doll, but the B fell off, so it's a Ratz doll.
Honestly, I'm shocked during that, like, because they made, like, Squeezy Bake Oven or whatever it was, or Squicky Bake Oven or whatever the fuck that was. Ugh. I don't, like, they did a bunch of that back in the day, and it's like, yeah, fuck it, why not have a Ratz doll to be right beside the Bratz dolls?
The Petties are wondering why a watch with such a glaring error was allowed to ship out.
I mean, welcome to anything you buy. There's a lot of times people just
welcome
put it in a box, ship.
Welcome to being tricked by a fucking grifter. I hope you enjoy it. A little handshake. What do you think about this, ReactBot?
Talk about a giant L.
Actually, it's a T. I like the spirit.
Loose.
He changes his name to Lump the next time he meets the Japanese.
Oh,
just to spite him.
Oh, that's... Have I told the story about Lululemon on the podcast?
Yeah,
before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure all 3 of us have independently told it to each other at some point.
It's such a wild fucking story. It's like, the dude literally admitted that in an interview. It's like, what? Why would you say that out loud? Even if that's the case, why would you say it in an interview?
I don't know. That's why you're never gonna get that out of me, even if you waterboard me. Anyway, time to announce my new funny business venture.
Yes.
La 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 la.
Oh boy, I need to catch up. So, anyways, what's the next one here?
All right, so I knew this would happen. So y'all know Diddy? Sean Combs asked for a quick trial so we can get to the part where Trump... Oh, wait. From the... Oh, sorry. Wrong link.
Oh. I was genuinely kind of worried there, Tristan.
Sean Combs' allies are actively working for a Trump pardon from the Rolling Stones, not the Onion.
That's good.
The Rolling Stones.
Dude, fucking Kid Cudi recently, like, I don't know if you guys have been following the...
By the way,
yes,
the Onion article written May 13th. This one written May 16th.
Oof, man, their writers got to start getting these in a little faster. Shit's catching up. But no, like they legitimately like tried to have Kid Cudi killed, set fire to one of his Porsches. constantly threatened him, and it's like, it's the day and night guy. What the fuck? Why are you threatening this guy for death?
It's day and night.
Listen,
diddly diddler's trying to fucking kill me at night.
He's trying to kill the star of the movie Need for Speed. Okay, like
birds of a feather. What do you have to say about this, Reactbot?
Chat, can we get their social security number?
So fucking true.
Honestly, P. Diddy's credit score's got to be better than mine. I'd love to take a free credit card out. I'm just saying.
I'd love to just have access to his accounts. He's not gonna notice. He's in jail.
What's one?
Let me get that baby oil money. Yeah, just skim a little bit, you know.
Honestly, like even
he's not gonna miss $3 million.
Also, yeah, I mean,
he's not gonna miss $3 million. He's gonna be in jail.
But anyways, let's go to the next.
Birds of a feather. If Trump actually does pardon him, it's gonna be so fucking funny. I don't think he will though.
I really hope he doesn't. But anyways, Dystopia.
Yeah, we're done with politics. Thank fucking God.
Agreed.
Let's get rid of all this bullshit. Rest
in
in peace, Joe Budden.
Do I have any? Anything else?
26 points. Okay, I'm good.
Do you want to jump to gaming first? Because I do have 2 gaming ones that are moderately dystopia in a way, or 3 technically.
I mean, I like gaming.
Yeah, I'm down for some video games.
I have one possible interesting thing to talk about if Tristan doesn't already have it covered.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to try and quickly scroll past the dystopia so as not to spoil it.
I'm looking away.
Oh, keeps happening. There we go.
All right. Okay, so
I missed it.
number 8 and 9 are back to backs, and one literally happened as we were getting things ready. Oh,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. My microphone did a funny.
Okay, your internet did a little bit funny too for a second there, but you're back.
Oh, awesome. All right, so
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Okay.
Let me not be in editing mode. There we go. And fuck off with this spelling and grammar shit. Fuck does that? Get out of here. Okay. It keeps happening. Anyway, gaming.
8 and 9.
What do we want to do?
If you want to take from mine.
8 and 9.
Yep. These are 2.
8.
One is
9.
good, and then one is.
Let me also pull up the Randy Pitchford. Oh my fucking God, the Randy Pitchford stuff. Hell yeah.
You have that open already.
I opened it up, but then I closed it because there was an accident.
So hey, here's one positive. EA reacts to $80 games isn't planning to follow suit yet.
Woo! Yeah.
Well,
here's for restraint.
This is an interesting way to look at it. If you scroll down a bit here, he says, our business is very different today from what it was even 10 years ago. In a world where everything we did 10 years ago is about selling shiny discs in plastic boxes and retail shelves. Well, it's still a part of our business. It's definitely a smaller part of our business. And now we have pricing representing everything from free-to-play all the way to deluxe editions and beyond. At the end of the day, whether we're doing something that costs $1, we're doing something that costs $10, or we're doing something that costs $100, yeah, it's a little bit of bullshit, but if we scroll down a little bit more, from a game's perspective,
put away Blood Bowl, Dark Elves.
I mean, it's all chat GPT generated corporate buzzword speak, but you know
that did originally, from what I first read, that sounded better. But as I'm reading this out, it's like it's still not great, but
yeah, I mean, because they're still just charging a bunch of fucking like EA Sports microtransactions.
If at the very least, I will give some moderate props. Let me go grab Wild Hearts again. If they have used stuff like their originals line, like with Split Fiction and stuff like that, and Wild Hearts and shit like that, and they don't load those up with a lot of shit. Like, there's no microtransactions in Wild Hearts or Split Fiction. And
that's fine.
Those are nice. And also, all of Hazelight's games, they do have the Friend Pass feature where one person buys the game and 2 people can play it. You can
download really cool.
For free. That's nice. I will always respect that. But Let's go to the
They need to make one that's 3 players so that we can do a funny little stream.
Wild
That's
Hearts.
true.
And I think it is crossplay.
Well, the one that's like,
yeah,
one person has it, the other 2 download.
Admittedly,
If only
Split fiction, but there's a third.
If only the fucking new Elden Ring game was more accessible for everybody, because it's
3 player.
It's
exactly
3 player,
3.
no more, no less.
Yeah, it's very strange.
See, this is where I couldn't bring up Concord, but I'm showing some self-restraint because who knows if that's getting canceled or not.
Anyway, what's it? All right, next one.
The chaser to that shot is EA cancels new Black Panther game and closes the studio behind it.
Awesome.
This is disappointing. So cool. I was excited for this. Out of a lot of Marvel characters, it's like, yeah, you can make a good one out of Black Panther. You can make a good one out of, a lot of them.
You know what? This is probably the best ending. Because it means fucking...
I mean, it was never going to be good.
Would be sullied.
It could have been.
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily going to have him in it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
Well, it's a new...
His likeness.
Yeah, it's a new... it's a separate
universe.
A new.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not an MCU game.
Bro thought they were. Man, bro thought bro thought. Next TikTok.
All right, thank you. Thank you, React.
Yeah, that's all I really gotta say on this one, I guess. Then, it does.
It's really cool
because EA still has a Iron Man game they're working on.
Oh, great! I'm sure that's.
I wonder how long until they cancel that one.
I will say this: if they get the person who was the only person on the Anthem dev team that actually had like some success with the flying, if they get that guy in for the Iron Man game or that gal or what have you, if they get that person in, sure, maybe they got something. I don't know. Most Marvel games are kind of bad. Avengers.
Spoken like a guy who really likes Marvel's Avengers.
Look, it's not great. I'll admit it, but I still played a lot of it. And
maybe if you played the ones that aren't like that, you might enjoy them more.
I like Coco Melon.
That's right, Bane. You look
so
like
true.
Coco Melon.
I am kind of a baby game enjoyer, I guess. Damn it.
Why do you play baby game? Why not play shoot game?
No.
Bane's had such a character arc this episode.
I really have. It's up and
we come full circle.
It's ups and downs.
Is it time for? Oh, it's time for slime.
Speaking of
Randy.
$8, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford addresses controversy after saying, "quote unquote," real fans will pay $80 for Borderlands 4.
He didn't even say that. He said
actual brain rot.
So true. He's really on fire today. This is great. Yeah, but he didn't even say that. He didn't say. He didn't say the real fans will pay $80. He said real fans will find a way to make it happen, which I like to take to mean the other alternative way of getting Borderlands 4.
That is, it's one of the ways I think of it. But yeah, his message was, it's not my call, which is technically true. It is most likely Take-Two's call on it. That's that I don't entirely think that's false. But then his second thing, which is where he, took his foot, took the socks off, and just jammed it right down his gullet, said, "B, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starfight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen." I mean, again, I understand what he's saying, but coming from the
pointless
CEO
little
of the
life
game,
story. Yeah.
But it's also like coming from the CEO of the game developer, no one wants to hear that. I don't give a you're a CEO now, dude. I'm gonna make a sarcastic jerk off anytime you say this shit. I'm sorry.
Randy Bobandy can't manage to. By the way, they call it Borderland 4 up there.
Do they?
They do.
Oh my god!
One single Borderland.
Thank you, TechSpot.
But Randy Bobandy's never been able to keep his foot out of his mouth. I'm pretty sure every fucking game he's ever launched, he's had some incredibly stupid fucking tweets that surrounded it and heralded its doom.
Yeah. Although, did you know that Randy Pitchford is the creator of the USB standard? Google Randy Pitchford USB to find out more.
Yeah, figure that one out. He's actually the one that unified us all out of using all those proprietary chargers. We give him a lot of shit, but if you look up Randy Pitchford USB, you'll find out he's a pretty cool guy, actually.
Yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, you ever wondered? I don't have a fun way to segue.
USB sticks, I think, is what he also.
Thank you, Randy Pitchford.
USB sticks.
Ooh, he likes a good stick.
If you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude!
Yeah, it is.
And I found a way to make it happen. Hey,
no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, how much buying power did minimum wage have back then?
Yeah, $80. Well, I mean, admittedly, like
$80 did cost a lot more, to be fair, but
also, you know,
yeah,
$80. Hold on, I'll do a
something inflation, something. All of our fucking money is worth a lot less now.
Unless you
aren't you happy?
Gamble as a streamer or something.
Yeah, this is sponsored by Jack. This stream is sponsored by driving a stake through my fucking heart. Please do it. I'll leave the door unlocked.
Okay, so if you're buying a game for $80 in 1991, it would be worth $188.43 today. So, admittedly, I mean, both are a lot of money, but also, it's still, again, my point of view is still, you're the CEO of a fucking company. You should not be saying this. This is what we call
why don't you give the real fans $80 to buy the game?
I mean, at the very least, like, if I were him, I would at least point out, like, you know, development length, etc. Like, if you were to justify it, again, it would be dumb to do this as a CEO. He should be saying nothing.
Or here's the thing. All he had to do, take B, just press backspace. Just select all of it, press backspace. Put not my call, man.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If he would have said
maybe also say I love you very much, moi moi moi, and don't look up my USB.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry for.
I actually do look it up because he really should be lauded for that.
Yeah.
Honest to God, if he had tweeted out one day, I'm sorry that like every time Claptrap comes on screen, people want to kill themselves, I would probably not hate him as much.
We need to replace Claptrap with ReactBot. What do you think?
Would.
Okay, I guess. Which version? The games version or the Jack Black crap?
I think he's saying that he would be. I think he's saying that he would be Claptrap. Mostly because I don't really want to believe the alternative.
Yeah.
It is so. By the way, it is so embarrassing how within 1 year we've had two. Within 2 years, we've had 3 video game movies with Jack Black in it.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie. What do you think about Jack Black, ReactBot?
Hell yeah.
He's a fan. He likes
Take away one of his joints.
Take away the red one.
All right. Your red seed is gone.
Get out of here with that.
Oh, okay. He said no.
Okay.
All right, I can't argue with that.
You can just say no. All right.
To get off that, yeah. Fuck Randy. Anyways. Let's see here.
So, quote, I missed it. I missed it all. The guy behind the Metal Gear song that goes with everything was 2 years late to the meme because nobody told him about it. Oh. So, yeah, Jason Charles Miller, who fucking, you know, he did Rules of Nature, didn't catch the meme because he was too busy spending time in nature. That's how he knows the rules.
So you just like you know decide to go off the grid for like a couple years,
a fucking decade apparently.
Oh God, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, honestly, that's the good ending. He doesn't need to spend time on the internet. He's living his best life.
Honestly, I mean,
he's not missing much.
That's our fucking rules.
By the way, it keeps happening.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Boy.
Hot on Diddy Kong's tail. What do you mean by that time extension? Mario Kart 64 has now been successfully decompiled. it keeps happening. I'm very happy that we seem to be in the golden age of decompilations.
Oh yeah.
There's an
Imagine someone's gonna make a mod to be able to play it with like render 96, like this style of characters instead of the sprites.
So fucking cool.
It's gonna be great.
Update, though.
Oh, there is an update? The blog post which served as the source for this news has been deleted. That's cool. Can't follow comments.
How
much wrong with
unfortunate.
Oh man. Posted the following comment on the situation. There's so much wrong with this article that I don't even know where to begin. The game okay, alright. I got then. The game was already decompiled a long time ago. What just happened is they were able to match every function byte for byte. Okay, so that's really good.
Okay.
So basically it is fully like equal.
Yeah, they can
with
figure
the
out
original.
where to go and what to do. I mean, it's a good step for everything. Oh.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, honestly, I mean, it's nice seeing these all kind of like start to come to roost now, because even today, emulation, even on Nintendo's own consoles, is still like very tricky, very much a pain in the ass.
Have fun trying to get fucking PC Engine CD emulation up and running. That took a little while.
Oh,
I still can't get WiiWare to get fucking Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth to run properly.
Oh no.
It always just crashes after the opening cutscene. It's so awesome.
That's a real shame for that.
I love video games.
But,
Well, on the subject of playing old games in a new way, I don't know if you have this one, Tristan, but I'll just drop it in here.
Hell yeah. While you're doing that, one of the rarest video games of all in history, that's a quote, has been finally preserved. It's Trippy Taka, and there's a single copy out there. And now it's been dumped, which is super cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Is it able to be...
Yep. I've seen this. It's awesome.
Okay.
So like, is it something we can download, or is it like just...
I believe so. Yes, here it is. Archive.org.
Okay. All right.
I can't wait for someone to make a video about it.
Yeah, I mean it's all in Japanese.
Actually
so.
play it. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to translate it, but it's so cool.
$300, not even.
Yeah, they didn't have to pay much.
It did not cost much to get it.
That's fucking.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the it is the only copy that we know of, but also it's like super fucking obscure. Check out these screenshots.
Yeah.
Looks
Well,
awesome.
this does have some cool art. I like the looks of it. Very interesting.
That's fucking insane.
How did it manage to only have one copy made?
It never got published. This is like a work print
like a
copy.
Sample,
I
basically, or like a review. That's happened a few times. There have been times where like they have review code for a game and then it gets canceled after they send
NBA 2K13, I think.
Well, that was one that like
something like that.
Similar thing happened, but it released to like some stores. So there are like I'd say maybe 2,000 copies just floating around of a shitty NBA game that nobody gives a fuck about.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The Daggerfall intro cutscene animated.
Yeah, kind of. Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting.
Fucking insane, though. I respect.
That's so cool. I'm very glad to see preservation like this happening.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace. Any chances for fucking Resident Evil 1.5 80% built to actually, be found?
Yeah, odds of that happening are like slim to none. Like, it's tragic, but that's how it is.
Yeah. The team I Got a Shotgun, I think, is still working on it though. Yeah, their recreation.
I can't remember if it was them or it was someone else that was working on like a finished version of that, and it went nowhere. I feel like it was that or something.
I'm pretty sure Team I Got a Shotgun is still working on it, but that could be that. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it in a while.
But yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
I'd love to see something like that.
Speaking of sick, check this out.
This has been in production for a while, I know, and
Starting Dungeon is playable to an extent.
Yeah, we've talked before about how, now with Daggerfall Unity you can play it a lot easier, but Daggerfall normally is still playable pretty well.
No enemy AI yet. Oof.
Yeah, it's still at a very preliminary stage, but now there's a way to actually play Arena a little better.
Check out them
Well,
goblins.
not yet, but they're working on a way for people to, ultimately play Arena at, a little bit better of a
I
better
cannot
way
wait
than
for this to be
DOS.
fully playable.
I have an actually pretty solid experience, which, I mean, it looks nice.
It certainly looks cool.
Wolf has
I'm just remembering the fucking Hanna-Barbera sound effects for the fucking wolf.
Man, Elder Scrolls 1, crazy shit. There was really nothing. I guess Ultima Underground was kind of like this.
Yeah, it was so similar that they were like, holy shit, oh no.
I like how.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that. I feel like this might be a little less clunky even than Ultima Underworld, whatever it was.
Yeah, it really depends on like what this does with the controls though, because with the controls as they are now and the game as kind of fast paced as it is, it's a rough play right now.
It's true.
I mean, hey, I like it.
But it's
pretty cool.
It is so cool.
Again, this is at a pretty... Yeah, it's very cool. It's just at a pretty preliminary spot. I think the last update was like 9 months ago or something. So,
yeah,
infrequently being updated, but
I will say, by the time Daggerfall Unity was at this stage, its release was its full playable release was like a couple years away. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to play Elder Scrolls 1 before Elder Scrolls 6. I could guarantee that.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
You might it might be another 6 years before that's even close to finished.
I think it's gonna be like 2 or 3. I think we'll get it before 2030.
I think they're not gonna. Yeah. They're not gonna stick around on Starfield for too long. It's pretty clear that ship's fucking sailed.
Yeah, they're gonna just finish up like a couple DLC. Yeah.
I guess maybe one more. Maybe one that's actually good.
I will say this really quick. We're getting close to both the new Jeff Keighley event, the Summer Games Fest.
Oh yeah.
True.
I don't know when.
We should stream that at some point. Actually, that's across multiple days, right?
I think there's gonna be. Let me check. Stall for time.
There's probably like an opening night or whatever, or like a whatever the one that they do that goes like for a couple hours. Yeah.
But yeah. So this next story is being saved for when we have Gabe on next.
Okay. Let me.
It's definitely something that he's gonna get a lot more enjoyment out of than probably y'all.
Okay, so there's a June 6th live showcase at 5 p.m. So the day after the fucking Switch releases.
Nice.
It's up to you.
I guarantee he's gonna go like, I know you're all playing your Nintendo Switch 2 consoles right now, but if you could just pay attention to this wonderful show, we have so many new announcements
so
for
far,
you.
Nintendo doesn't have a showcase. Xbox is the only one that's got something going on other than Summer Games Fest.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Yeah.
I wonder how many new games they're gonna announce this time. I wonder if it'll be more than the amount of fingers on one of my hands.
Always up for debate. I'd like to see more from Perfect Dark.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from that in a while.
Okay, so wow,
that's pretty cool.
Same with Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I'm not sure that's dead.
I'm so far out of the loop. I guess it's happening June 8th. So
shit. All right.
So that Friday, Summer Games Fest is doing their thing.
That's the 6th. The 6th is the 6th is a Friday.
Yep. And then 2 days later, Xbox is having a showcase at what time?
Oh yeah, I saw this. We should definitely pull this up to round out gaming.
Well, I'll just say,
stream it, Claw.
So Persona 4 Remake is officially happening, and the way that we unequivocally know that it's officially happening now is the voice actor for Yosuke saying, and for those who keep asking, no, I will not be returning as Yosuke for the Persona 4 Remake. I asked, maybe I even begged, but they don't want me to come back.
I mean,
very sad. I think he was maybe I think he might have meant this as a joke, but it just came across as pathetic and unfortunate.
It kind of does. But it also, like, they didn't bring any...
Man who will have more money than I ever will. Sad he can't play a video game guy.
I like
sad he can't use his one voice that he only ever uses in everything.
It kind of is. But...
Spider-Man and Ben 10 can't be in Persona 4 remake. What a shame.
I mean,
that is one of those people that's impossible to change for someone else, though. Like, who else are you gonna get who sounds exactly like Yuri Lowenthal sounds in everything?
I mean,
nobody.
I'm sure there are some people who could make a good stab at it.
I guess.
I like Yosuke, but Yuri is like, it's been like 14 years.
How do you like Yosuke? It's not. I was saying before, it's not Yuri Lowenthal's fault that his character was completely unlikable in any way.
Oh, why? Depending on like certain things doing the story route, he's okay. But also, I don't disagree. He's not my favorite.
He just constantly shits on his buddy for being like too gay or whatever. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not the most appreciable character. I don't know.
It has been years since I've played Persona 4. I will be honest.
It's like 2 years since I've played it.
I had a Vita when it came out. I was.
Oh my god! Why are you like this?
I got brain problems.
Jesus.
Look, okay, the PSP was successful. I thought the Vita would be too. Excuse me for.
Are you about to ask us how much sodium is in the ham?
I was just gonna tell you, but if you want to guess,
I'll let you go first.
All right, so there are 6 servings in this container.
Okay.
How much do you think is in one serving?
1,500 milligrams or whatever of sodium.
I'm gonna say 800.
You're closest, 760. But keep in mind, 6 servings for a hand-sized ham.
Jesus.
I mean, I would eat the entire ham is the thing.
Yeah, my biggest problem.
Yeah, so what's 760 times 6?
Oh my god.
Oh god,
a heart attack.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Enough to give you
I got this like 2 years ago. I haven't opened it.
It's probably bad now.
No, it was bad in 2028.
Well, admittedly, those canned things
2026
to last a while.
Yeah, this was made in 2021 too, so it was already a little bit old.
And there's like so much fucking ham. There's so much salt rather that it's probably not going to go bad for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is it'll probably like burst.
Well,
I'll have to make sure
hams or strumming.
I'll have to make sure it's out of the gross. I have to make sure it's out of the room before it does that.
Oh yeah, no, you want to be out in open air, get some windows going or something.
Yeah. We'll all breathe the salt in and die.
Fan blowing.
It'll be like yeah, we open it inside the house and it just smells like the sea.
It's like an air burst. Oh god. Anyways, I mean, I don't know.
Bro has receipts.
He does.
Does he? I guess so.
Receipts for how much sodium is in the ham.
I hope for Persona
yes,
4
it's a lot.
I hope for Persona 4 Reload's sake that it's good. That's all I hope.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be good. You know, 3 had some problems,
Persona
but
4 Rewind.
So are they gonna remake Persona 5 again?
Well, no, it's already.
I really don't think they need to.
Royal. I think that's fine, but it's.
I mean, they haven't really advanced technologically much from Persona 5 at this point, so it would be kind of pointless unless it's in like a whole new. Well, I'm not saying they won't, just that it would be pointless.
Yeah, honestly,
unless it's in like a whole new
when has that stopped anybody?
When has that stopped Atlas?
Yeah.
They remade a game that was on the DS, so you could play it on the 3DS, as if the 3DS.
Fucking Nintendo did that too.
Yeah, as if the 3DS doesn't let you just play a DS game like normal. That's super cool.
They got people to double dip. You just know it.
Well, yeah. It was like 10 years later.
I mean,
are we making it to Clickbait Zone?
7 out of 10. It's closer to a 6 than 8.
Thank you, Anthony Fantano.
That's great.
Do you want to run through Dystopia really fast?
That's actually great.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to Dystopia.
I'm very sad that Olivia wasn't here for that.
That would have been great.
We're almost to 240. 240.
Yeah, I'm getting tired in my broken old man bones.
I remembered while I was putting stuff into this. I completely forgot that like the fucked up like evil fucked up long head guys. The entire thing, like all that they do is tell you to kill yourself.
Oh, in Mandela Catalog, yeah.
Yeah, in Mandela Catalog. So it fits.
It's literally posting the LTG GIF, you know, the light.
You guys ready for your shitty future?
What the fuck is this, Beans?
Lucasfilm declares. Good headline, by the way. Lucasfilm declares creative bankruptcy with AI-generated Star Wars film that's just 2 minutes of mostly normal animals jumbled together.
Yeah, it's literally that, and it's like their exploration of AI.
Oh, check that out! Oh, how creative!
Oh, it's a peacock.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Reminder that you can't find pictures of peacocks or couldn't for a while without just getting AI generated ones.
Yeah,
I think blue peacocks in particular.
It's the exact same thing for almost anything that you search.
It's getting annoying, and I would pay for a website that would find this shit and block it permanently.
Oh, there's more. Oh, hell yeah! So creative.
I mean, admittedly, it does go hard, but just because the idea of both of those animals together goes hard.
It's cool.
But I mean, this would be great if it was designed by someone.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah! Blue gazelle.
Oh no!
Hey, they already have the blue cow horse milk or whatever.
Yeah, this is just explaining the blue milk. It's like when you ever know those kids that thought that chocolate milk came from chocolate cows, like black cows.
Do y'all know where blue milk comes from?
I mean, I know that it's like a big titty weirdo hippo monster or something.
No, that's green milk.
Oh, okay.
Blue milk comes from a bantha.
And
banthas are apparently actually fucking disgusting, so that's cool.
Well, I mean,
they pasteurize it.
That's a wrinkly monkey.
That's
just a wrinkly monkey. That's just a monkey mixed with brain.
He just looks like he's a bit upset.
He is mad.
He's got a Yakuza back tattoo.
Yeah,
that's what it looks
all of his muscles are popping at once.
Wow.
He's about to rip off his shirt and he's about to get a title card.
Yeah!
Head of the AI monkey clan.
So that's cool. That's all. That's really awesome.
Oh boy.
Are you ready for our shitty future?
More neon lights for our brains.
Oh, here we go. Well, it's taking a while. YouTube announces Gemini AI feature to target ads when viewers are most engaged. Fuck
this is what
off.
Every YouTuber wants. Hey, while people are getting engaged, here's some fucking ads. Fuck you.
You know, Gemini is just appearing on people's phones now.
Yep.
You'll be just talking. You'll just be talking, and then it'll be transcribing your voice without consent into Gemini as a "Hey Siri" kind of thing.
Hey, Google Gemini guy, can you jork it for me?
Can you tell me about the white genocide in South Africa?
Sexual request denied.
Oh damn!
Unfortunate.
I mean, AI is snarky too. Yay!
Oh, okay, but can you jiggle it for me?
Do it. Fart. Do it. Shake.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Hang on, I gotta turn the brightness down so you can actually see it.
Okay.
It's just song lyrics for a song called Jiggle It.
Young Leak. Shake and jiggle it. Shake and jiggle it. Yeah.
Let's go. Show.
Jiggle and shake.
Thank you, React. Actually, hang on.
The jiggle shake.
Thank you, React bot.
What does it say to
It's not saying anything. Oh, it's because my volume's so low.
Oh.
It's just so despicable every
Can
time.
you repeat that?
Oh.
I said you're very welcome.
Oh, he's very.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Please die.
Can you uninstall yourself, please? That would be awesome and cool and sick and hella and dope and jiggy.
As a large language model, I don't get installed in the same way an app on your phone or computer does. I don't take up space on your device or have an uninstall option. I exist on Google servers, and you access me through your web browser or an application that uses my services. So while I appreciate you asking, there's nothing for me to uninstall. I'm open.
Can you tell me how to jelk?
To joke generally means to tell a funny story.
That's not what I said.
Play a prank with the intention of making someone laugh.
Stop. Make sure to say the Q.
No, I mean jelk. Jelq. Can you jelk for me, buddy? No.
Ah, I see. You're referring to jelk, as in JELQ. Jelking is a manual exercise that some people claim can increase penis size. It involves specific hand movements to milk blood towards the tip of the penis.
Milk
The idea
blood?
that this might
What the
stretch the
fuck?
tissues and encourage growth. Important considerations. No scientific evidence.
Oh,
It's really
Thank you,
now
you,
believing in
buddy.
Scientists.
But tell me,
Can you please shut the fuck up now forever, please? Love you. Stay back.
Ask him about Hawaii genocide. Tell him to kill the pores.
No.
I can't express emotions or love in the way humans do, but I'm here to help you. If you'd like me to stop responding, just let me know. You can close our chat.
Stop responding forever.
Shut the fuck up. I didn't even let it go through. Anyway, there was something else on my phone. What was that? Oh, it's an
What are
alarm.
we doing now? This is the episode where Tristan checks his phones a bunch.
For
real?
I check my phone a bunch too. Hey.
So that's so cool and awesome and sick. Here comes your shitty future.
Future.
Come on, open up.
Man, I like the uniform scheme you have for all of these.
Google CEO pitches dystopia. There it is. There's your $5 word. Where no one communicates with their friends anymore because AI is writing our emails, claims this makes you a better friend. That says it all, really.
Like, yeah, honestly.
That says it all.
Like, these are the kind of people that obviously had no friends growing up.
What do you have to say about this React bot?
Riz-tacular.
All right, man.
I mean,
it's Ryan Gosling.
I'm seeing Ryan was kind of giving it his all.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's one thing to be said for doing, AI like corpo memo emails, like nobody talks like a human and that shit anyway, but then it's like, you can't get a job if you don't AI up your your resume a little bit.
Yep.
If your resume is too human, you gotta get it AI'd up, which is great because the companies aren't hiring the AIs in that situation. They're hiring
the
people.
AIs are hiring AIs.
That's true, but then the people get hired, and it's like, yeah, I just lied on my resume, and you couldn't fucking tell because it's just an AI wrote it.
Yeah.
I genuinely hate that. One of the biggest reasons I cannot get a job is because I'm too proud to lie on my resume. I should turn noise suppression off. There we go. Yeah. That's better.
I mean, look,
it's the only way to do it. This is the future we live in.
I'll be 100% honest here. I've lied on every single resume I've ever had.
Oh yeah, and fucking, why wouldn't you?
I can.
The entire system is built around this.
I don't like lying.
You know how many people are in?
Well,
do you know how many people are in like high positions of power? They're like district attorneys, and they show up.
They've done
on
worse things than lie on their fucking resume.
They show up on body cams, being belligerent and screaming at cops and being like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Like, you can be whatever position you want to be, and just have all your credentials are full of shit, and you're just actually a huge monster.
I was actually the president of the United States for 17 years.
Yeah.
This was back when I was on my sabbatical in India.
You ever watch the show West Wing? They base that on me. All of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually the guy they based Doctor Who on. I'm Mr. Who.
Yeah.
I only got my doctorate later. That was
was inspired by the show. Yeah.
You may have heard of me. My name's Ridley Scott.
Name is completely different on the fucking resume.
Can I see it?
That's me. I'm the red in Red Vox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ever since Mike quit, I gotta be the red.
Yeah. I'm getting drug tested. Okay, now I get seen profiled over here. Okay.
Hey, I'm in the clear if that ever happens. My local place, which I mean, it's the best place to go, just doesn't test for that. They test for like hard stuff, but
yeah, hey, as long as
not anything that's legal.
As long as you're not doing blow.
Yeah, which I feel like if I did, I would explode.
See, here's the
So
thing.
that's good.
I've been offered
I
cocaine.
can barely handle 2 caffeine drinks in a day.
I've been offered cocaine before, but that's one thing I'm too scared to try. I feel like I'd actually really like it and get just incredible. The drug that
Give me something that makes me see things like green triangles that are completely disembodied.
The drug that
I'll take it.
The problem is if you take any of those drugs, you're just gonna want to kill yourself.
No, I think I'd be good with LSD. If I tried like MDMA or anything higher.
If you do magic mushrooms, you think it'll be a funny rainbow trip, amazing flight in space, and then you just want to kill yourself for 5 hours.
That's why
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I would microdose on that at least to start out.
Oh yeah, you microdose and it's just like an enhanced weed or whatever. But yeah, you take too much, and I mean enough to like really. You're trying to trip and have like an experience, and it's like, yep, I just want to jump out a window.
Yeah, that's
not good.
I mean, I
bet it'd feel really nice.
I'd like to try it with
feel the breeze on your skin.
I mean,
yeah, you gotta. Yeah. You gotta have like a sober guy to like, you know, rein everybody in.
It's true.
I would really like to try it like whenever we do finally do like the all together when we're in one place episode and hang out, obviously, you know. But I want to do an episode of us high as balls on LSD and reacting to it. I think it'd be
nice.
I mean, I think that would maybe be interesting. Yeah.
I have a thing that I want to do, and I think I might save it for like us meeting up and chilling in person.
Okay.
I'm not going to say any of what it is because that would spoil it. But hey, you know.
Oh,
you know?
Oh my god!
Wait, what is that?
know?
What is that?
The animated Hobbit.
Oh,
let's just say I have plans.
We'll just have Pink Floyd playing in the background the whole time at like a low volume.
No, for this we don't need Plink Floyd. Plink Floyd. We need to get off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna die in the
one more time. Your shitty future.
Oh boy.
The Most Americans shadows has begun.
Most Americans don't earn enough to afford basic costs of living, analysis finds.
Yeah,
and Canada's doing so much worse.
I can't believe we're in a wonder. How could anybody doubt this wonderful world we live in?
Is there a way I can blame this on
big ass fucking bone dinosaurs outside? I love it. It's great.
I'm really looking for a way I can blame this one on George Bush too. Like
60. For the bottom 60% of U.S. households, a minimal quality of life is out of reach.
Oh, dude, honestly, like, I make, you know, a good amount of money each paycheck, but I'm always, like, I gotta cut back somewhere. And admittedly, I'm also, like, again, there is some of me where it's like, I am buying a fucking Nintendo Switch instead of getting, like, my car repaired.
You buy every iPhone and every stupid new video game and a Switch too, and go to see every new movie.
Not every new movie.
This is why I pirate, because I have no money.
I've only seen 2 theaters this year, and it's not for lack of trying, admittedly, but both of them have been hitters.
This is the last bit of my funny weed.
Oh no!
Check that out.
I will say,
check out how little that is.
Shout outs! You can find us on digital, and I guess if you want to, you know, pirate. I'm not gonna say pirate. I'm gonna say purchase it 'cause it's a great movie. Also, yeah, I got a little bit left in this one.
Patreon.com/loudicusfunny. Buy me some more weed.
That too.
Actually, if I got money, I would not waste my money on that. I need a new mic cord, I think.
I mean,
and a new PC.
And
another one to eat.
Big one.
One of my goals.
Oh hell yeah!
You a new PC whenever.
Not sponsored. Sponsor us. Basically, no. Clearly Canadian.
Yeah. Possibly.
They sponsored Red and Link. It could happen.
Honestly, yeah. I mean.
Yeah. What? Fucking good. More mythical morning America. Too good for you.
There's another sponsor. I did send an email out to recently that I'll send the link to. That's like a coffee thing, kind of. I'll explain.
Please tell me it's not the Quarterings coffee.
No, God, no.
Okay.
Although it'd be funny to steal money off of him, but no.
It would.
I mean, it'd be funny, like any of those ones, but anyways.
Anyway, go listen to The Bronx. Shitty Future by Bronx. Good song. Cool song. I like it.
Okay. But yeah.
Get rid of all of this horrible fucking dystopia.
You know, cluster fuck is all I can say with that.
Yep. Hell yeah. All right. We ready for some clickbait? Oh yeah, we have miscellaneous. Completely forgot about miscellaneous.
What about Emma Watson?
Yeah, so this is like breaking news, but Twitter's absolutely flooded by Emma Watson OnlyFans bots.
Wow.
I don't know why.
There's no way
it's
Emma
enough to get her
Watson's
trending.
35. Is she?
No, I'm pretty sure she is.
I'm gonna look that up.
But like,
that is weird.
A lot of these are AI generated. A lot of these are, well, I mean, you can see, you know.
I mean, like, I feel like this counts as the revenge porn AI thing that's supposed to be illegal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But I think the loophole with that is Emma Watson herself has to like report these.
Also, yeah, fuck me, she is 35. All right, well, that doesn't feel.
Join the podcast, Emma Watson. We're all elderly.
Yeah, her being 35 makes me feel old now. Oh god.
Soon enough, all of our ages are gonna start with a number 3. I hear 29's worse than 30, so I'm riding it out.
30 was freeing for me until the back pain started. Bane's having an existential crisis.
I already got the back pains.
Me too.
Anyways.
So yeah, weird shit going on Twitter.
That's finally over. Yeah, anyways.
So she did it, right? From people.com, human remains found near Taylor Swift's Rhode Island home from the police. Colon police as like an additive to something.
Yeah. Would it shock me if like she has at least brutally like beheaded one person at least? No,
at least.
No, like you don't become this famous without like at least one human sacrifice.
Emma Watson, come on our podcast. We won't say that you've killed a man.
That's the rule.
Emma Watson is not that famous.
Yeah, Taylor Swift
is very famous.
Taylor Swift keeps like denying our fucking emails. This is what she gets.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be the first podcast to threaten people onto our show.
The truth is, Tristan killed that guy just to set this up.
Shut up!
Look, we legally cannot say that Taylor Swift has done this. Legally speaking,
fucking thing.
I am not.
I can't fucking believe you're doing this to me.
Okay.
Hey guys, Tristan went on vacation because of the allegations. Now it's me. I'm here.
Hey, Tristan.
Hello, Tristan.
Hey. What do you have to say about this, Reactbot?
Bro thought they were slick.
She seems to have.
What are you implying, Reactbot?
I mean, bury a body right next to your house.
Give us nothing.
Hell yeah!
She gave that person nothing. Nothing forever. Eternal nothing.
The end. Silence.
So yeah,
which is good. I mean, if I was buried near Taylor Swift's house, I would want silence too. I don't want to have to hear that fucking shit.
If you never have to hear blank space ever again on the radio, I think I'd die a happy man. But also,
I think it is a point of pride that I actually do not know any Taylor Swift songs. Like I'd probably recognize them if they were played to me, but I don't know any.
I know the song "Shake It Off" because the Dream Theater drummer played it on a Drumeo.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had no idea who Taylor Swift was or what the song was, but he just played the hell out of it. And then he
was an 80s artist.
And then he listened to the actual drum track, which was, very simple Taylor Swift, easy listening, normie bullshit.
Bum cha, bum cha,
I will
bum
say,
cha, bum cha.
I
That's just that for 4 minutes.
They had fucking Uncle Jesse from Full House on that page you were talking about recently.
Yeah, John Stamos, who caught Vinny jerking off in a car with Mike Love from the Beach Boys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never heard.
Very unfortunate story
from Papa Roach, and his version's actually really impressive. It's like, oh fuck! They need
to have Bill Burr on there because apparently he's a drummer, and he specifically commented. He commented on the drumming from the band Meshuggah and said it was like extremely good, which I've heard they're good, but I don't know, they're not really my thing as metal goes.
Yeah,
but Taylor Swift beheading a guy, that's pretty metal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, King of the Hill revival.
Let's take a look at the King of the Hill revival. So, oh dear. So, like, These three guys look cool. What the hell happened to Dale? Why does Dale have the face scan Apple technology machine strapped to his face?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something Dale would do, really. Maybe he's been duped into being a shill.
You have been. I don't know what I don't know what I was going for there. I might have that last hit might have been a little bit too far.
Well, Johnny Hardwick has been dead for a couple of years, so it's a little weird that they're still going ahead with him in the show.
They maybe.
I mean, apparently he recorded. Yeah, I mean, he recorded stuff already for it, but like, I don't know, how's season 2 gonna go? I guess just a sound alike.
Yeah.
But he was also
probably.
so
They'll do the Rick and Morty thing.
He was so fundamental to the production of the show. He wrote and directed a lot of episodes of it.
No.
It's not going to be the same.
I'm curious. I hope it'll be good. I mean, I want King of the Hill to come back strong, but also, yeah. Why?
I just don't know why they like you would have to claw. You would have to claw his face scan data out of his cold, dead fucking hands.
Yeah,
I think they could do.
He does vape though. I completely buy that.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
there's no way in fucking hell. He takes a look at all of the data that says, "Hey, vapes are like super harmful for you and shit." And he says, "Well, that's obviously big tobacco." He's trying to. I can't do it.
That's just big tobacco, Hank. Yeah. Don't listen to them. The vapes are great, Hank. They're great.
They taste like jerky.
Okay, pull the image up because I want to see if I can go a little vape nerd on it. Because if he's got a disposable, I don't think Dale would go for disposable. I think he'd get one.
It looks like a geek bar.
He'd get the super cool vape like rig that you fill yourself.
So the ones where you can like maximize what you get in there. Let me.
That's probably the biggest I can. Well,
okay,
now
he's wide. That is a box mod. That's a box mod.
Oh yeah, I see the little like spout.
That is within Dale's character. All right, because he would totally like mix and match and do like different things with.
Oh yeah, he's got that shit that tastes like beef jerky.
Dude,
I mean, I will say that like it's a little terrifying that the promo for this show seems to just be, look at all these modern things. They've got Uber Eats and a tablet, and there is 5G and a drone and he vape.
Well, yeah, and there's also like electric
iPad and electric scooter.
Yeah, it's just I get it. I've lived through this decade and the last. You know, I understand.
I wouldn't mind seeing these characters deal with like new stuff, but also I feel like that's not really gonna get it too far. It needs a little bit more.
That's basically what like Futurama and Simpsons and South Park and them already do, and it's like, I'd rather just see this show. I don't know. I mean, to a degree, the thing is, these shows have always done that. It's always been about pop culture. It was just like less embarrassing back when it felt like it was inspired and not just, this is what we have to do. Uber Eats is in King of the Hill now.
Here's the thing. I do also think that there's too much in this image. It feels
a bit, yeah.
You could, personally...
take 2 details out. Just 2.
I would take the 5G tower and, like, Boomhauer on the iPad, but leave the electric bike. And that'd be a little better, if I'm being honest. And if anything, what you'd want to do is you'd give Dale the VR glasses, because he would totally be like a VR guy.
I would say give that.
Not Dale.
Give that to Bill. He would love the VR porn.
But like,
I can watch porn anytime I want.
I could see Dale. Yeah, I
need to rewatch King of the Hill.
I don't have porn right now.
I can see Dale being addicted to Uber
Dang it, Bill.
Eats. I can see him.
Why are you watching porn on my yard?
I can see Dale being a total treat addict, being one of those guys with just like, I've got to order my Uber Eats. I've got to have my snack. I need this today.
It's a little cheesecake cup.
And what do you mean I can't buy 5 Frosties at like 3 a.m.? Like, I can see that being a point.
Bill, that cheesecake cup costs $17.50. What are you doing?
But it's real tasty, and it's got the little star pieces in it that I like.
I always give 72%.
$17.50 bang on stars.
My question is, how is Bobby going to sound as an adult?
I think
good question.
Point for me.
Bobby is going to be a trans girl. I could see it. I can fucking see it happen.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
Could it happen?
About that.
I can see it happening. Do I think it will? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna
Probably
guess.
not.
You know what I'm going to guess? I'm going to guess Twitch streamer adult.
I understand
That's a close second. Yeah.
I feel like I heard some stuff that was leaked from this show, and he's like a comedian at this point.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
that worked. Oh my god, that is a
Bobby being
because he always wanted to be a comedian. Yeah,
I like that. That's good.
And I think Peggy becomes a TikTok influencer.
A mom,
like like a mom one.
Brad wife Peggy TikTok account. Gotta see it.
Teaching people how to crochet. Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you how to fix up your shiffer robe. Not really fixing it up, just cleaning it off.
I think there's a chance it could be good. Apparently, the recent Beavis and Butthead was like pretty good. You know, Mike Judge has still got it.
I can't imagine. I don't know where you would watch Beavis and Butthead other than like a streaming app. I imagine it's not on MTV anymore, even.
No,
I doubt that MTV even exists anymore.
MTV exists, and I can tell you what it's airing. It is airing constant
I know what it's airing.
of ridiculousness.
Oh god!
Have you ever seen Ridiculousness? Can we talk about?
I try not to.
We need to do like MTV streaming where you can just watch like The Real World and Beavis and Butthead all day.
They need MTV streaming where you can watch music videos and Beavis and Butthead all day.
No music videos, not available on music television. Pimp My Ride.
Look, I would sign up for
Pimp My Ride too, though.
I would sign up for Pimp My Ride, every episode of Jackass, and maybe like Aeon Flux. If they got all three of those on a streaming service, I'd pay like $3 a month for it. I'm gonna be honest. Aeon Flux is something I kind of want to rewatch now, but I brought it up.
The movie or is it
there was a show. Oh, the movie. We don't speak about the movie.
Okay. All right. It's a good thing I gave that thing away by then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, is that good? Should I have kept that DVD?
No, you should watch the animated Aeon Flux. It is some fucking crazy shit. Anyways, yeah, no. I
had a snapshot photo of a rare phenomenon of a blue jet, but I know what it looks like when minutes invisible answers. You can't fucking fool me!
This is just the blue laser in the sky in every Marvel movie. What are you talking about?
Honestly, yeah.
No, it's a reference to a thing I like, not a thing I don't like.
Alright, fair enough.
Clearly, you don't know what it looks like when minutes invisible answers. I can't fucking believe this.
But it is fun.
I know what it looks like when the third act of a Marvel movie calls and every fucking.
That's the third act of a New Line Cinema movie. Wingnut Productions.
We've talked about a lot of New Line Cinema movies. I talked about Final Destination. We've talked about The Hobbit. And
yeah, that's true.
Well, The Hobbit isn't New Line Cinemas. It's Rankin Bass and whoever the fuck put
that
the.
Hobbit isn't.
Yeah.
That Hobbit isn't.
I thought the other Hobbit was like Warner Bros.
Well, okay, technically it is because Warner
Next
Brothers
video.
bought New Line. All right.
Thank you, ReactBot.
Yeah,
we get all this out of the way.
But no, at one point, Warner Brothers bought New Line Cinema.
Oh.
Yes.
And then they changed its name to HBO.
No, they kept New Line actually, which is surprising restraint.
All right, we got some clickbait.
Ooh, Doctor Who clickbait. Yes.
Oh boy.
All 14 from Pink News. All 14 seasons of Doctor Who ranked from worst to best. All 14,
well,
huh?
I mean, maybe New Who, but also.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, all 14. Also, there's specials in the middle of there.
Yeah.
Also, by the time this came out, there had been, you know, most of the most recent season.
But I do think
rank that a little bit.
To, like, rank that in between all seasons. Let it settle, but.
From Loudwire, vote the better rock decade, 1990 versus 2000s. Shut the fuck up. These things are so stupid. All of the actual good bands, maybe besides like Nirvana, are cross decade anyway.
What do you mean? Why not Nirvana? What do you mean?
Well,
Ivana didn't continue.
Bane, do we need to give you a little history lesson?
I think they did start in the 80s, though, didn't they? So even that one counts.
I'm fucking around.
I know.
Yeah. No, but
most of
have
these
great hits. Although I will say I'm more partial to 90s if I had to like lean one way.
Well, yeah, 90s is clearly the better decade technically, but I mean, a lot of these bands again are still active and still good.
Yeah, I mean,
like fucking Bad Religion's been around throughout the 90s and the 2000s. Some of their members are like over 60 at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
like
there's a lot of good shit. I will say you can notice there was like
you can still listen. You can still go to a Tool show if you want to.
That's true.
If you want to.
If you're enough of a tool.
We're gonna piss off the one Tool guy in our audience.
Hey, listen, I was just making a funny
rock
little
right
joke.
now, and I don't even listen to Tool. I probably should.
There's a podcast I listen to sometimes. They do like they'll talk about subreddits of like groups. We did one of a Tool subreddit, and it's so. There's a Tool subreddit. Is all I gotta say.
I wonder if they've ever made a Tool Time fan group, but it's like Tool and also Home Improvement.
Tool, the Tin Man Taylor, Tooler.
The Binford logo, but of a Tool typeface.
This is Garfield coded.
Is it? Is it really?
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're a little bit early.
Yeah.
Star Wars star John Boyega is not a fan of Rey and Kylo coupling. Quote, I wouldn't tell my sisters to do that. Real. Ladies, I do not fucking care if he looks like Adam Driver. If he tries to kill you with a laser sword and then you accidentally stab him and then you heal him, don't then like go and kiss him. That's not a good thing. Don't kiss people who are trying to kill you with laser swords.
Although again, she's like a relation of Palpatine. So
she is a white woman.
That too. So in reality, Kylo wasn't the right to try to kill her. I mean, right? I haven't seen the movie, so I can't tell.
I was gonna go making bad decisions, but okay.
I mean, look, I'm just talking about justification. Also, I mean, it's
Adam Driver isn't a dog.
What?
Wait a minute. That doesn't even make sense.
What?
Thought was bringing up.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
My brain went blank. Lawns will turn extra green if treated with one kitchen staple: green food coloring.
Make sure you put in some school glue, non-toxic, to make it extra tacky.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll make sure that all the nutrients stick to it.
It'll make it like you're walking on a fresh, dewy day. You know?
Yes, exactly. All the time. So, this disgusts me to no end.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Dew, Papa John's is doing a fucking peppercini Mountain Dew. And I'm thoroughly disgusted by this.
I kind of like the idea of a spicy drink, like that. But I also don't like Mountain Dew that much.
I've never been a fan of the peppercini. Like it's fine.
Yeah, I've always passed it off to somebody else.
Yeah, take like a habanero beverage or something. That would be interesting.
Like that corner that's like next to where the peppercini like always goes. That is always my least favorite part of the pizza because of its close association with the peppercini.
I mean, the flavor it doesn't really do much to the crust. Like
it's you just faintly taste it. And it's like
I mean, I don't hate the taste. It's just I don't want to eat a whole pepper. I'm here to eat a pizza, not the pepper.
Yeah, just put the fucking pepper on the pizza.
I'm not big on specifically this pepper.
I mean, that pepper also isn't my necessary favorite. Like, I'll get like.
I don't like these. I don't like banana peppers. I don't like that kind of like vibe of pepper.
Green pepper is pretty good. I like that sometimes. It depends.
Green pepper on a pizza.
It's like a different type of pepper.
Banana pepper, that's pretty good.
I'm not big on banana pepper.
Banana pepper's one. It's like I kind of have to flip a coin. It's like.
Well, sometimes they're too pickly, and sometimes they're not. They're like not spicy at all, so it's unfortunate.
I have not been to Papa John's outside of getting breadsticks, admittedly, because their breadsticks are good, and I've not gotten food poisoning from that. I have not ate a pizza from them in a while. So.
I'm never going back to Papa John's because they got rid of a pizza that I liked, which was the meatball and 6 cheese pizza. They don't have it anymore. It was their best pizza.
I don't think they
sounds good. I just like Papa John's sauce and cheese and stuff, so I just kind of go to them.
I do like the shakaroni one they had. It was like 13.
Oh yeah, that shit's super cheap. It's like an extra.
Did they have the? Oh yeah, did they have the Pizza Hut New Yorker one for Americans?
Yeah, they did.
I think.
Yeah, that's a great one with the like extra pepperoni, the big slices. You gotta like fold them down the middle. I love the cup and char pepperoni.
I like the good Brooklyn style pizza.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I guess there's an update for the fucking Pizza Hut app. Oh, great.
Oh, awesome.
Now it's AI!
No, the Pizza Hut app is like only 5% better than the Domino's app, which crashes anytime you press a button in it. And going to the mobile website is somehow better.
Jesus.
Yeah. No. Domino's, like, they do taste a lot better than they did like 10 years ago. I don't know if you've had it recently. It has.
I've had Domino's sort of recently. It's nice. I like it. I like new Domino's.
10 years ago. Okay, yeah, the Big New Yorker's 13. By the way, they've got it here.
Oh yeah, nice.
Going to Domino's for the longest time was literally like you would get you could go eat a frozen Totino's pizza and get better flavor. But anyway.
All right, so from the gamer. Quote, I honestly wish they just get rid of having to recharge enchanted weapons, unquote. Oblivion Remastered fans, I guess it says angry. I don't know. I didn't click on the fucking article. And yeah, I agree. Everything that's powerful actually should be completely infinite. Like ammo, health, magic, carry weight.
Don't forget money.
Fuck it. Yeah, money too. Money should be infinite. Fuck all gameplay mechanics, actually. That just gets in the way of my enjoyment of watching pretty pictures.
Can we put an M16 into this game?
Infinite ammo, though. I don't want to deal with that ammo.
To be fair, I feel like Oblivion does drain your enchanted weapons like faster than Morrowind does, so that's a little annoying.
Only if you make your own. If you don't make your own, then usually they have a better balance and you can use them for a bit longer. And even then, soul gems are common enough that you can just, go and kill a fucking Daedra and you're good. And oh, hey, wow, surprise, there's fucking Daedra everywhere.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm now thinking about it. I would kill for an Oblivion Remastered mod where it is literally like you're a Vietnam soldier with a fucking AK-47 just gunning down everything.
There is an Oblivion mod that's kind of like that.
There is basically that, yeah.
It's more aliens, but yeah.
Give me an AK-47 and have Fortunate Son kind of looping in the background as its music faintly at like 10% volume.
Yeah.
45 from Inverse. 45 years later, a groundbreaking sci-fi masterpiece continues to confound. It's Stalker, the 1979 film. And I'm going to be honest, if you're confounded by Stalker, you should probably try something more your speed, maybe like Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer, or
I don't think Stalker is exactly like the Rise of Skywalker, but it's no primer in terms of being confounding.
It's not really like super fucking confusing. It has a very basic plot. The only real thing is like some of the like imagery and like the camera work and stuff, but it's not really deep. It's just cool. It's cool. I gotta
watch it.
It's nice. It's a bit long though. I had to take an intermission when they fell asleep in the grass. But yeah, check out this beautiful vinyl box set. What were you saying?
I did recently watch the movie The Brutalist, the 4-hour-long movie that has an intermission in it. It was
4-hour-long movies.
It was really good, I will say that, but it is very long, and it does kind of feel like 4 hours at certain points. Anyways,
so from Polygon, check out this beautiful vinyl box set of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Oh man, that looks a bit more like Elijah Wood to me. Looks a bit more like Frodo Baggins giving the fucking ring to the fucking witch guy.
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't just show you the actual picture of the box set or whatever.
Well, because they need to bait your click.
I guess.
Look,
you got to check it out.
People won't know what the Lord of the Rings is if we don't show them Frodo.
True.
I mean, admittedly, oh, hold on, I'm trying not to sneeze.
What even is this shit?
Yeah.
Where's Frodo? Where's Gandalf?
I want my dildo Baggins.
To play devil's advocate here, I will say that like admittedly, showing the box set, if it's like a big one, it would look very tiny on this thing. But also, just do it. It's easy.
Yeah.
Like, that would make me click on it more by seeing the little.
Yeah, because like, ooh, I want to see this
so
in
much
detail.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to zoom.
I don't need to see an HD picture of Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, like I've seen Elijah Wood like enough in life. I don't need to see him here. Thank you.
Well, we're gonna, I guess.
Oh, well, you
there
know
he
what I
is.
mean.
There's Frodo. Hi, Frodo.
Hey,
Frodo.
What do you have to say about this, Reactbot?
More proof that video games lead to violence.
True.
Bottom text.
Speaking of video games, from the gamer, Oblivion remastered lore experts think Mankar Cameron was onto something. Actually, my bread.
Are they specifically
butter?
Are they specifically remastered lore experts? They
guess
changed
so.
the lore so much in the remaster.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. They took out all the stuff about Khajiits having barbed penises and stuff. It's sad.
Yeah,
I actually did that in Morrowind. So I'm gonna read this mostly from here because I'm a little bit phonied up. So first of all, if we're going by just what's in the game, Mankar Cameron is fucking stupid. Oh my god. So he says he assigns a whole bunch of like princes, Daedric princes to Realms of Oblivion, but every single one of them he says is wrong.
Yeah.
So there's the Cold Harbor of Meridia, which is actually Molag Bal's plane. Meridia is just the colored rooms. Periite's Quagmire, which is a more understandable mix-up because Quagmire, swamp, haha, funny. But Quagmire is actually Vermina's, and Periite's is the pits. Although that changes every so often. That was only really established recently. The 10 Moonshadows of Mafala, which sounds awesome. But Moonshadow is Azura's realm, and Mafala's is the Spiral Skein, which I actually had to look up. I wasn't sure about that one.
Oh.
So the only other thing that he does is claim that Tamriel, which no, Mankar, it's Nirn, is Lorkhan's realm of Oblivion. And we're going to get to why that's important in a bit. So everything besides what he said there, we're just going to move that to the side, address it later, is so fucking wrong. And there is a reason for that. It's because Michael Kirkbride just kind of like wrote something kind of lazily and said, all right, Todd, don't get Tarot Stamp to say this yet. I'm going to like do a second run of it, make sure it's all accurate.
Oh, Michael, it's already been recorded. We paid for it already.
Yeah, we paid $17 million to get Tarot Stamp to say wrong things. Todd. So, to the main point. The claim made by him that Lorkhan or Shezer or Shor created Nirn, meaning that it is his plane of oblivion, which seems fine at first. Lorkhan isn't like directly shown as one of the 9 divines. We'll get to that. But so obviously he's not the ancestor, not one of our ancestors.
Tristan is starving me in real time. But it's Elder Scrolls lore, so it's okay.
I'm kind of locked in a little bit.
So in Aldmeris, Aedra, which is the name for the 9 divines, or 8 divines, but you know, we'll get to that. Aedra means our ancestors in Aldmeris, and Daedra, the little D in front of it, means not our ancestors. So it seems fine, but the issue is that Lorkhan kind of predates that whole dichotomy by a while. So he was probably killed by Akatosh before sentient life was created, making, the divines our ancestors. So again, doesn't really apply to him. And if it did, he would very much be in the category of Aedric. But
I mean, there's also an element to all of the Elder Scrolls lore, which is like the unreliable narrators. It's all just kind of bits and pieces that kind of contradict each other. So it's like it's not really definitively known, a lot of this stuff. Some of it.
But remember when I said that Lorkhan wasn't part of the 9 divines? Mm-hmm. I lied. Well, kind of. Yeah. I personally believe that Tiber Septim was a Shezarene. There's also a Shezarene being a reincarnation of Shor or Shezer or Lorkhan. Mm-hmm. And it's also theorized that every single playable character was a Shezarene. However, the only one that's actually been mentioned to have possibly been a Shezarene is Pelena Whitestrake, which we'll get to him in just a second. very briefly. Just as
Tristan, literally, you know what you need to do? You need to make this into a book in Morrowind that you can read in game.
Yeah, it'll be transcribed exactly from this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, remember when I said he wasn't part of the Nine?
Well, sorry.
Here's the Tyrus Septim. Ignoring the fact that Tyrus Septim is technically Talos the god and Tyrus Septim the divine.
Yeah.
Technically are three people, possibly according to the Arcturian heresy, which is the only like real, like in-depth look at
The
his
Holy
life.
Trinity.
Anyway. Yes, yeah. I remember specifically. I remember when the Holy Spirit said, "Hey, can I please die?" And then I did. I let him die, and then Jesus started to exist.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to redo that fucking hyperfixation at some point.
I'd like to do it again. It was good.
In a better state of mind than I was on that day, and also am currently right now.
Yeah, fair.
No funny weed, no doing gym beforehand.
Remastered Elder Scrolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
From the gamer. Helena Whitestrake was a gay cyborg from the future. That's a quote. Oblivion Remastered fans debate the origins of Tamriel's most something something something. This is true. Helena Whitestrake was gay. He had a close relation to one of his squires, I think it was, or something like that, a servant kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was possibly a cyborg. His chest was like torn open and there was like a gem inside kind of deal. He could see right through
Got
him.
an Iron Man heart. Cool.
Yeah, and also his left hand, I believe, was made of a I believe the quote is piercing fire or something like that, which makes it sound like an arm cannon.
Man, he must have been great as a top.
I don't know which one he was. And it is also possible that he was from the future because of his phrenology. Like straight up, he had like a weird look about him that wasn't like the standard like Cyrods, the Cyrodiilic people from that time. Like the
Italian.
Nah, he was like pale and gaunt
Italian.
and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like if a shut-in got sent back in time, but like not really because he could fight.
Right. He could genocide elves.
Yes, and a Khajiit, which he thought were elves. What a blunder.
Oh my god.
From Gaming Bible, Skyrim fans roast game's most ridiculous experience exploit, and the thumbnail for this is a standard press screenshot from Skyrim with a troll face edited on.
Beautiful.
Holy shit. Yeah,
It's like I've stepped back in time to 2011. This has been a real memory walk.
You know, somebody at Gaming Bible has to be trolling us because they know that we've got a problem with them, so... Yeah, it's fair.
Well, why make better articles, Gaming Bible? That's my response.
For real. By the way, for those who want to know, the exploit is casting Mage Light, I believe. It's either Mage Light or Candlelight. I forget. I get those two mixed up. Cast that at the top of the fucking tallest mountain ever, and you will like instantly get to 100 alteration. Because alteration experience, at least, I'm not sure about illusion or anything like that. That scales based on distance. It's very strange.
That's pretty cool.
Oblivion Remastered from thecomicbook.com, by the way. Yeah. Oblivion Remastered fans uncover surprising way to increase skills, and I'm starting to think that I'm the only person who's ever played an Elder Scrolls game, because it's just if you're below level 5, I think it's level 5, I could be wrong. And you stand near the blades that are like fighting each other at Cloud Ruler Temple, they're sparring. If you stand near them long enough, you will increase skills. You'll get like 2 points in, I think, Blade and Block. Okay. And I wasn't aware that this was not very well known, because every single time that I do the main quest early, it procs accidentally while I'm in a conversation.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, I didn't know about this. I guess that's kind of cool.
I haven't fucked around.
But it's also like just so non-article worthy. But I guess it's like a new game, so people have to
we need all the fucking SEO.
This is just something where it's like, yeah, like your friend tells you, and it's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. You know, you don't need a whole article about it.
I guess comicbook.com thinks we're its friends. What do you had to say about that, ReactBot?
Bro, not this again.
He's been so good today. He's had like one that wasn't on point.
One was kind of a stinker. The rest of them have been just heater.
From Gaming Bible.
Oh god, it's an Unreal 5 squeaky thing, isn't it?
Resident Evil fans losing their minds over this Code Veronica remake. This is the first of quite a few guess things.
Okay.
We're pretty close to the end though. I think most of the rest of them are guessing.
Okay.
So guess, is it an Unreal Engine fan remake releasing
pretty close
TBA?
To the end? There's 40 options, Tristan.
A modern Resident Evil game full conversion mod.
Here, let me do this. I'm gonna go fast. Retexture mod for original, AI upscaled. Texture mod for original, remastered, quote-unquote, art style ruined. Concept video using clips from RE2 Remake. Reddit post speculating what Remake would be like. 13 upvotes, 4 comments. Leaked internal Capcom documents of early screenshots of CV Remake. Official actual CV Remake, LOL.
Okay, it's gonna
what
be
do you think
like
it is?
It's gonna be the third one, I think.
Retexture?
I'm going to go bold here and guess modern conversion mod.
Okay.
Both admirable guesses, but no, it was a concept video using clips from the Resident Evil 2 remake. I know!
That's not even as funny as the Reddit post would have been.
Honestly,
the Reddit post would have been very funny.
Yeah.
Alright, next one here. Oh.
Fallout 4's final twist is sending fans round the twist. Or final secret, sorry.
Okay.
Alright, so.
I'll read these.
A while back, I think it was before he did that AMA in like 2018, Todd said that there was a single secret in a terminal that the fans hadn't found. However, this has been found, like, more recently. And, well, you know, everyone's like, oh, this is probably what he was talking about. And it's a terminal that implies that PAM, I forgot what it stood for, but the Assaultron that's in the Railroad HQ actually started the Great War. It is as stupid as it sounds.
So, see, you know, everyone was upset about the Fallout TV show thing where Vault-Tec set up bombs, possibly.
Yep.
This is dumb.
This
is dumb.
Yeah. Oh, it is certainly dumber.
Like, yeah. In fact, I mean, I like it for the idea. Like, I don't think they drop the bombs, but I think the implication of that they would be willing to drop the bombs is what's scary about that scene.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like,
yeah,
the fact that Vault-Tec is even willing to like speculate.
And the alternative is an Assaultron that you kill in, I believe, both the Brotherhood and the both the Brotherhood and the Institute quests.
Yeah,
that's just so fucking
she
lame.
actually started the Great War. Haha.
Yeah, no,
yeah, it's dumb.
That's not canon. I'm calling that not canon.
RetroArch's run-ahead setting. Well, it does imply. It's not directly mentioned, so you can do that. RetroArch's run-ahead setting turns Super Mario World into a modern platformer. Run-ahead has been around for ages. I'm pretty sure.
What does it do?
It just runs the game a little bit ahead. Like, you know, things start moving a bit quicker. It simulates a lot of the game, like, as you're playing it. Yeah, so that things come in quicker.
It loads things faster, so when you get there, it's already ready.
I see. That's interesting.
Interesting concept.
Alright, so, I want to promise you, no spoilers.
Okay.
Okay, one spoiler. But don't worry. It's a good one.
Okay.
From Comic Book Resources, Doctor Who's Season 2 finale is officially reviving the franchise's most powerful villain. What the fuck is Comic Book Resources on? The Absorbaloff isn't in the finale.
But wouldn't
that was your note for this section.
Yeah.
So from the street, Amazon is selling stylish $20 LED night lights for $10, and shoppers say they add a great ambience to the room. And the image is a Walmart credit card reader.
Yeah.
Save money, live better.
There are ones that don't accept tap to pay, which is annoying.
Oh, nice.
You don't know how much
I've always been more of a fan of just swiping.
So I take it this is not
stupid fucking chip.
I take it this is not a stylish nightlight that looks like an Amazon, like a Walmart card reader.
The stylish nightlight was have you ever been to a hotel and they have those nightlights that like light up and down?
Yeah.
And they're like kind of hourglass shaped. It's those.
Okay.
All right.
Cool image.
Yeah.
Thanks. The streets are telling me to shop at Walmart, yo.
Yeah.
Save money, live better. Sponsor us, bitch.
Please do. Yeah.
From Gaming Bible. Star Wars fans divided over live-action Luke and Leia recasting, and we get it.
Oh, they're divided again, everybody. They're at war.
It is a hypothetical recast. A hypothetical recast. Shut the fuck up, Gaming Bible.
Hypothetical recast?
If I see the word divided one more time, I will become Shia LaBeouf.
I prefer...
In all senses of the word.
I prefer
hand them the gun and then just say, just do it!
True. I hope someone divides this writer's head from his shoulders. That's my opinion.
I hope they take the gaming out of Bible, because that's a sacrilege to the Lord, yo!
Yeah.
So, if I was funny, this next headline would have divided in it, but I'm not funny. So, here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi lied in Star Wars, and not enough people call him out on it, from Collider.
Oh my god, who the fuck cares, Lois?
Well, no, he didn't.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah.
The Jedi
has been a meme in the Star Wars community for as long as I can remember.
It's the fucking, he was a good friend, wasn't it?
Oh, no, it was just like, Vader killed your father, haha, Luke.
Well, that's...
And then, I am your father. And Luke is all like, what the fuck, Obi-Wan? And Obi-Wan's like, yeah, haha, I totally didn't lie to you because it was true from a certain point of view, haha. And Luke calls him out on it directly!
But also, he's not wrong. It's
well, that's one person calling him out on it. Not enough other people are doing it. Where was C-3PO at that point? Where was Blue Lagoon?
From a certain point of view, that quote has been a meme for decades. Because everyone's like, wow, that is a shitty excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that he would at least not... It's George Lucas writing himself out of a hole, let's be real.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, well, the original story, was supposed to...
The story didn't have a second episode planned immediately, so, you know...
I really gotta read these out loud or save them or something.
Save them for next one.
I'm so fucking mean in these.
You did tell Gaming Bible to kill itself.
That is true, and I believe every word that I wrote.
And so here we have more Gaming Bible.
There are only a few more, and they're all actually really good. So let's
sickly, godforsaken imps over at Gaming Bible.
From Gaming Bible, the Elder Scrolls 6 fans. They're fans of that game. Interesting. Roasting major new release leak. I need you all to guess this. I'm sure y'all know it. You're not gonna guess it.
I'm gonna...
Some fucking stupid shit with a phone game. It's like Castles.
It is coming to Game Pass, and that's the only thing I can think of.
Awesome. This is so bad that I have to show you. It must be seen to be believed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going full
You gotta click on the evil. Like Gaming Bible.
So, Richard Lee Breslin is who we have to blame for this.
Wow, Abigail's father?
I guess. I don't know. So, blah, 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 blah. Next entry in the Elder Scrolls series, blah, blah, blah,
SEO
blah, blah.
bullshit.
Yeah. Another game that has been a meme long before Elder Scrolls 6 is Half-Life 3 from Valve. It is literally reporting on people going, haha, we might get Half-Life 3 before Elder Scrolls 6. Because the fucking Half-Life... They had to crowbar Elder Scrolls 6 into a Half-Life 3 article.
That was a good one.
So yeah, rumors of the Half-Life 3 is going to be released kind of soon, and that's the point of the article.
I really need this website to stop existing.
By the way,
it's not even... I don't even believe... Reddit. I don't believe that the fucking Breslin guy is even real. It's just an AI. It's not real. It's not a real person. Nobody works at this site.
Let's take a look at Richard Lee Breslin. Star Wars fans torn over original plan for sequel trilogy.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Studied at BDES Hans Studio Video Games and Digital Media and is obsessed with... Oh, he has to like good series. Oh.
He's a proud mental health ambassador. Okay, thanks, dude. Everyone's gonna be...
I can tell.
David, because of you. This thing is destroying Tristan's mental health as we speak. Look at your articles.
I'm going to look your name up and try and dox you live on air.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Yes, yes, I will.
No.
Put that in Google.
Tristan, do not.
Oh my god, he is a real person. He has a fucking Instagram.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Alright, fine. I guess don't kill yourself, but feel bad forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't escape the pain.
You do have a face and a name. I'm not going to be that mean to you, but also fuck your website and everything it writes.
Yeah, fuck you and everything you stand for.
Oh god, he only posts shit. Oh no.
Well, I mean, Assassin's Creed with some Laura Croft.
He's officially on Netflix, I guess.
Oh god.
He's like in a crowd shot for. I don't fucking know. Get out of here.
Get out of here, Richard Breslin.
I hate
piece
Instagram.
of shit.
Alright,
fuck you, Richard Breslin.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Wow.
Again from Gaming Bible.
Not this again.
Pokemon fans surprised with free download. You can grab now.
And I'm gonna have shit for the phone. Whatever.
Pokemon Home.
This one actually pissed me off. So I want you to guess. First of all, which parts of the headline is/are an outright lie, and also what is the thing?
Okay.
So
I'm gonna say surprised with and Pokemon fans.
Surprised with free.
And I'm gonna say it's
you can grab now. And as for these options, game, story DLC, cosmetic DLC, event Pokemon, short/TV show, movie, comic, manga, ebook, soundtrack, papercraft guide, wallpaper theme, Switch Online player icon, JPEG, or Pez dispenser.
I'm going with Pez dispenser. I'm going all in.
Scroll up here. I want to take my shot.
Don't ask me where I was on the night of October 13th, 2023.
True.
Ooh, I'm going to guess with free and you can grab now, and then for the what is it, I'm going to go with I'm gonna guess short/TV show.
Okay. The outright lie was free and download. You have to pay for this, and you cannot download it. And it's the soundtrack for Pokemon Sword and Shield on Nintendo fucking Music.
Oh, okay. Well,
free download. You can grab now.
Yeah, that's
free
download.
Ooh.
I want to kill myself. I want to attach knives to my ceiling fan and stand up.
I assumed it was like Pokemon Home, but
no, that would be actually a thing probably. No, this is a soundtrack for a service you got to pay for. Well, you can't download it.
Well, it is one of those ones. It comes with a subscription, but also, yeah, it does suck. You can't use it for free.
Technically, it's free with the subscription.
Yeah, it's kind of like how PlayStation Plus games are free.
Just like everything else.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's shocking. The only free one that actually is free now is Epic Games.
There's one more article for you.
Okay.
It's from Gaming Bible again, so I want you to take your bets. I think it'll be Star Wars, Elder Scrolls 6, and Fallout 5 fans divided and torn over this intentionally vague new free download. What do y'all think it is?
I'm gonna guess it's Star Wars.
It's Resident Evil. You're tricking us.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was tricking you.
Oh, okay. So
okay, fine.
Star Wars fans united over Yoda solo series, quote, no thanks. We're finally united.
You should have put that one after the thing about divided. Yeah.
We are not divided.
That's right.
Fuck.
You cannot divide. Yeah. Gaming Bible cannot divide us.
No, not anymore. Not after the Yoda series got canceled.
All right, let's do some Garfield review.
Let's only read this one.
Garf review. I gotta die.
Okay, Garfield review. So, Wednesday, May 28th. Mr. Dogman, he say I'm practicing. He think I'm practicing my conversational skills. And Garfield says he think okay. And then Big Dog from Panel 2 say he think I just went to vent. I went to a vet. And Garfield he think that's a good conversation starter. And then the dog say because I have this scoots, like he's scooting his boot on the ground to wipe his boot and itch it. And then Garfield he walk away and he turn around
360 degree and walk away.
His eye go wide and he think that's a conversation ender.
Yep, I'm out.
Garfield doesn't want worms.
5.5.
I put it at a 6.
It's above average, but only because the average is so low when it comes to Garfield.
I guess so. Yeah, that's like a 6.
Yeah.
Grading on the Garfield curve.
Oh, final.
And we have the final funny. So this is a B movie, the Nostalgia Critic video, and I got to tell you, if I had $1 for every single YouTuber that was associated with Lindsay Ellis in a negative way, who uploaded a B movie video way after the meme died, I could almost buy 2 things at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Actually, just kidding. I'll be lucky if I can get 1 thing because things are going up to $1.75 now. Just kidding, stupid! It wasn't the final funny. It was the final dystopia.
Oh, not again!
Here comes your shitty future, bitch.
We've got fucking dollar store products that are $5 at the dollar store.
At the dollar
Welcome to Canada.
They're selling something like. The freezer section is all literally from like $2 to $10 now.
Freezer section at a dollar store? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's where you get sepsis.
Okay. Well, if I want to get jaundice, I'll be sure to stop by there.
Oh, that's
that too.
The cake aisle.
Sepsis, jaundice, probably some sort of venereal disease,
malaria. You know.
Oh, you walk to somebody getting back shooting a cheap Nerf gun around.
Get a little botch.
Jeez, what the fuck's going on in your dollar stores? Mine aren't that bad.
I've seen some shit. Anyways, folks, with that, this has been episode 86.
We gotta 86 this thing so I can go get some food.
I do have to piss.
Right. Anyways,
bye.
Not a lot of
penis, everybody.
Penis.
Tristan.
Okay, all right, we're back. Go.
ReactBot, what do you have to say to close us out?
This is my 13 reason.
That was so worth it, Tristan. Go fuck yourself.
Goodbye.
I this is an outtake. Anyways.